and hear from a sponsor and then get into our pregame interviews. We got Andy Shalene, the South Platte coach, on the way. And we'll also visit with Scott Dilley, head coach of the Cedric County Lady Cougars. So you're listening to High School Basketball tonight on 106.5 and KFCX.com.
Spawn Marine in Big Springs, Nebraska is ready to take care of all of your Mercury needs for boating and power sports. Even if you got an old boat that needs some new life brought into it, give us a call and we can look at deals for putting a new motor on it for pretty reasonable cost nowadays. Spawn Marine, 308-889-3531.
And joining me now on the pregame show, let's talk to head coach of the South Platte Lady Knights, Andy Shalene, for a few minutes. Andy, got the season off to a good start last week with victories over Arthur County and Minutair, and you got to be happy to be 2-0 at this point.
Yeah, we were really excited with how the girls came out Thursday night and played. After just a few short weeks, it feels like a practice time before first basketball game. You're always a little bit weary, but a little bit anxious as well to get going, and I thought the girls did a great job.
Fowler
came back and backed up that Arthur County win with a win against a very young Minutair team, and it was nice to take care of business early and then be able to play a lot of girls. You got everybody in, and a lot of minutes in that game for your younger girls.
Yeah, we did, and I think almost everybody that went into that game even scored, and so that gives our younger girls a little more court time and maybe some confidence, which we definitely need them to gain here early in the season so that they can help us out down the stretch.
Yeah. That's the luxury, I guess, when you get when you have a good starting five against some younger teams and are able to get the game under control. You can work those younger girls in, and that always pays dividends down the stretch because you get some development for this year, but primarily for the next couple of years for those girls, right?
Yeah, that's right. It was, just getting started in the season, only the second game out. I know that top group was a little frustrated that they didn't get to play a little more because they want to get out and get going too. But you have to find some way to make a positive out of every situation, and so getting those younger girls in was a really good thing for them.
All right, so it's just building on things week by week, game by game, and this week you got later in the week, and a little trip over to Cedric County in a game we're covering on Tuesday. And were you as surprised as I was to see the score of their opening game last Friday?
Yeah, I was. We didn't get to see Cedric County last year because of COVID, and so 2 years ago, film isn't necessarily something that was going to help us out. So we were able to, thanks to online streaming, find a little bit of that Cedric County game the other night. And I think in their defense, they were late coming out of their volleyball season and probably haven't gotten in as much practice as some other teams have, which is probably working against them a little bit at this point.
Well, one thing you do know that they got, many of the same girls that were on their championship volleyball team that had success in a basketball season last year, got well into the playoffs last year too. So I know expectations are pretty high for them, and I guess you got to look at it like you just said, they hadn't had as much practice time as some of the other clubs, and they're also probably working in some younger players as well.
Yeah, and I think, no doubt about it, they're athletic, and that's going to definitely work in their favor. They've got some quickness. Allie Woodhams, of course, has a ton of experience and can do some really good things with the ball. So,
Corey, if you can hear me, I lost you.
What the situation was, I don't know anything about Bridgeville really either. So just first night genders.
Okay, thank you.
Control for them. We expect to definitely have a battle on our hands tomorrow night.
Well, I know it's a game that you look at as kind of a measuring stick and a team and a program on your level pretty much with what they've had here going the past couple of years. So you got to like the matchup, and you got to like the fact that it's probably going to be a 4-quarter game, and your girls are going to get tested, and that's what you need.
Yeah, it's absolutely what you need. You get a lot more out of those games than anything else, and whether you come out on top or not, there's plenty that can be learned from it. And I think it'll be a good test for us that, early on here in the season last year, we were looking forward to that matchup last year and didn't get it. And so it'll be a good thing to see what the girls are made of and how they bounce back from, a decent game against Arthur. And then Friday night, I would say we probably kind of lost focus in the second half. It was a hard game to keep your momentum and your intensity up. And so it'll be good to see how they rebound from all that and come out and battle against Cedric County.
Right. What are the biggest things you're going to stress to your girls when you make that trip over to Ovid tomorrow?
Consistency and execution on offense are something that we always stress. I felt like the girls did a really good job in the first half Thursday night against Arthur, and we kind of struggled with some of the adjustments Arthur made and didn't have quite as good of a second half. We always stress defense, but I have been really proud of these girls, and their defensive effort Thursday night was really strong. So I feel like that's something that we can always rely on, and our defense will hold the other team down a little bit, and a lot of times it creates our best offense. So those are the things that we'll work on tonight. Just tune up a few little set plays that we have and some offensive things that maybe didn't go our way on Thursday, and re-stress some of the big defense keys.
Okay, look forward to coming over and covering a good game tomorrow. And Coach, thanks very much for your time. We'll see you over there. Best of luck to you and the girls.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Need roadside assistance? Call Jason at Valley Tire and Service in Oshkosh, or come in and choose from a wide variety of tires. Jason and his family support local area sports and your car and truck needs. Call 308-778-6156 or 308-772-3761.
And now the pregame show, let's bring in head coach of the Cedric County Lady Cougars, Scott Dilley. And Coach, one game didn't go your way last week, but to one of the top teams and maybe the favorite in your estimations since they beat you pretty good in 1A, Briggsdale, the other night, and they got you pretty good. But, sometimes that's you don't like a loss to start the season, but it's better than maybe a blowout because it really affords you teaching opportunities. And the girls understand
second
pretty
season,
clear
right?
what you got to do to get better.
Yeah, I kind of view it that way.
I was pretty sure, but you never know. The years go by so quick,
Showed areas that we need to work on a lot. And then I think it's hard to turn around from volleyball right into basketball, and basketball's tough when you got to throw in so many different offenses for, different zones and press breakers, and, then you got to throw in your zones and your press break or your presses and those kind of things. So it's just, we haven't had a ton of time to really refine anything yet, but that's not an excuse, we got outplayed, outworked and stuff, but
it is
I think this group of girls will take that as a motivation to get better, to work hard.
Yeah, exactly. That was my thought when I saw the score, too. You got girls that aren't going to just rest on their laurels and keep gloating over getting the volleyball trophy. They want to accomplish a lot during basketball, too, don't they?
Yeah, for sure. That volleyball thing was nice, and I think it's good for the girls as far as building their confidence and stuff, but it also made them hungry for more of that success.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of teams that even get the opportunity to go for the double in the fall and winter for sure, so they got something to do, something special. You mentioned things that Briggsdale showed you. What are the things you're working on here today at your Monday practice that it starts here in practice getting better?
One of the things we really struggled with was transition defense, and we do things a little bit different than they do like in junior high and pee-wee, and when we play man-to-man, it's not really you guard this person, you got to be able to rotate and pick other people up and stuff, and we didn't do a great job of communicating and making those adjustments on transition. There was times we'd be hustling back to guard our person, but the person with the ball would not get stopped by anybody, so just, things like, I was going to say silly things like that, but that's not silly. It's a huge part of the game, but it's just a different way of playing than some of these girls are used to, and shoot, we haven't played basketball since last year, really, so, it's easy to forget those things and get out of the habit, and we all want to do the easiest thing for us, and that's not necessarily the best thing, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, so those kind of things.
Yeah, you lost two pretty good players from that team last year, and obviously Ashley Ray and Whitney Walder. Talk about their replacements and then the veterans that you have, meshing together and how that's gone.
Well, we do, we have 3 all-conference girls back in Allison, Kiera, and Jensen, and that's always nice, but with that comes expectations. But, when you lose 2 other starters, that adjusts everybody's roles on the team, including those 3 that were pretty comfortable doing the things that they did, and Whitney did a lot of the ball handling for us last year, so that's a big void to fill. So we changed it up, having Allison handle the ball more, but that takes her a little bit out of her ability to run the wing hard and get those easy looks in transition. She's got to be more of the facilitator for everybody else. She's going to be able to do it, but it's going to take a little time adjusting that and getting used to. So as far as filling the void, we got Allie Bernhardt's going to play more than she did last year. She had a great volleyball season, back from her knee injury that sat her out her freshman year. She's doing a really good job, but this is really the first time we've had a post player, so that's something else to adjust to. And then Emily Fowler and Aaliyah Ingram both got quite a bit of playing time off the bench this year, but stepping into that starting role is it's a big difference for both of them. In the past, they were able to come in, play hard, do the things that they do well, particularly on the defensive end. But now, a little bit more is asked of them. They got to handle the ball a little bit, got to look for their opportunities to score and stuff. So I think we'll get there, but it, just takes time.
Right. Well, you had one game last week against a team that's now rated second, at least on the Chastanow. I looked second this week in 1A, and all you've got this week, you start with the preseason number 9 in their class in Nebraska, South Platte. And then you follow up that with 2 highly ranked teams in Holyoke and Haxton in their respective classes. You can't blame anybody but yourself, I guess, because you make out the schedule, Scott, right?
Oh, and I'd like that. I think I'd rather have it that way, where sometimes you have those early seasons where your competition isn't that great, and you don't really learn. You don't see what you don't do well. You don't get challenged, and you get comfortable doing the things that you're doing, whether they're right or wrong. And I think this way we're going to see right away, man, the things we need to work on and the things we need to get better at, and hopefully we can stay positive through this, because it is going to be tough. It's not easy getting whooped on our first game, but it's a starting point.
Yep. But you don't panic. These girls will come around. So South Platte, obviously, you saw them in the summer, played them a little bit, and you said it was fairly even match. And of course, that's not always an indication how you're going to be, but you expect that it'll be pretty competitive. They lost their best player in autumn. Dick Manor, you lost 2 good players as well. The bulk of their team is back. You would expect it to be a highly competitive game.
I hope we're competitive with them. I do think their style of play and our style of play might mesh a little bit better. Might be easier for our girls to, maybe not easier, but things that they're more comfortable with right now. So hopefully we come out and compete well.
Yeah. Well, they don't have 5 girls 5'10" or above like Hero was telling me, so that's a good start.
And then come back after this is over. Thank you.
With that size, running like a 1-3-1 trapping zone, that you don't hardly ever see, So yeah, hopefully we're a little more comfortable.
All right. We'll look forward to coming back over here and calling 2 good games tomorrow night. Scott, thanks a lot. Good luck to you and the girls.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate everything you do.
Can't work the keyboard.
And welcome back to Revere High School. And Colorado tonight ahead girls action between Cedric County and South Platte. And let's run down the starters for the visitors. Big Spring, South Platte 2-0. With the wins against Cedric County and Terra last week. They'll go with Team Bauer, a 5'6" senior guard, averaging 6 points, 7 rebounds. Lauren Stanley, 5'8" senior. She can float between guard and play more of a forward position. 11 points, 8 rebounds for Lauren. Maddie Shalene, 5'8" sophomore, 9 points, 5 rebounds a game. Haley Keenan is the post for the Lady Knights, 5'10" junior. Haley's averaging 8 points, 9 rebounds. And then Avery Hayward to complete the starting 5 for the blue and gold. 5'8" junior guard, and 8 points, 2 rebounds. The leader in steals through 2 games was 6 coming in. And primarily off the bench, minutes for Leah Blockowitz, a 5'4" sophomore, and Allison Lofton, a 5'9" senior. Andy Shalane, in her ninth season coaching the Lady Knights, and her dad, Tom Weber, once again assisting, and Tom coached many years in Lodgepole and has a wealth of experience, and he had some real good teams over there. Larry, you attended with him a few times, didn't you?
Tom is a fundamental as far as everything is by the book, and all his teams that he always had come out of Lodgepole were just fundamentally sound. And I think that's why I laugh when I watch Andy coach. Andy's just a younger female version of what Tom was in his day, and he's done a great job with the program there at South Platte.
So for the home team, the Lady Cougars, Cedric County, Jensen Rehnquist starts. She's 5'8" junior guard. She had 1 point against Bricksdale last Friday. Aaliyah Ingram, another guard starter, 5'4" senior, scored 4 last week. Allison Williams, 5'6" senior point guard, had 10 last week. And Allie Bernhardt at post, 1'6" junior. Did not score against Bricksdale. Here is 5'7" junior guard. 2 points against Bricksdale, and off the bench primarily Emily Fowler, a 5'3" junior, and Abigail Billy, a 5'9" freshman. Perhaps Avery Goddard, 5'7" sophomore, could see some minutes, and Chloe Thode perhaps could slip in and play some post. The greatest fans how they're introduced, and we're going to have our national anthem here before we get the proceedings going, and we will let you enjoy our country's national anthem with the folks here at the gym. National anthem of that piece of voice in Colorado, Larry. That was a great job.
Kel Carnahan, he has the stock show last year.
Wonderful.
Appropriately on Pearl Harbor.
Yes, very appropriate. 80th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. So there are some other games. The area receiving Arthur County, Creek Valley tonight. Brady at home in Sutherland. Pleasanton playing Cozad, and St. Pat's over at Kearney Catholic. Lexington hosting Minden. Highline at Maxwell. Mullen is entertaining Valentine, and just over a ways east of here, College and Sterling. Holyoke is taking on Hires. As they announced South Platte players, they will be resplendent and gold. Gold numerals, left on bright blue jerseys, and Cedric County in their home whites with purple numerals and around their shoulders, back of their necks, and their shorts down the sides, backs. As Allie Bernhardt is introduced. Flaming redhead Kiranis comes out. And we've been announced and get this game going. Teams now all out. Shaking hands. Get ready to tip this one off. You're with us on 106.5 and iHeartRadio. We're gonna have a Tuesday and Thursday game next week for you, which looking forward to. Officials communicating a couple of things here before the lead official gets ready to step in and toss the rock in the air. Up it goes, and Bernhardt controlling the tap back to Woodham. Cedric County working the ball to the goal on our left as we view it, and tosses off, and the pass I thought was tipped by Bauer. I think it was, but Venus tried to save it.
I think it was.
You don't think it was tipped? Okay. So pressure by Cedric County after turning the ball over and able to bring it in the front court of Stanley. Left side. Over to Shalane, penetrates, dumps it off. As you do the defense, and just made a nice dump off pass. And easy for Haley Keenan.
Was able to penetrate that zone and easy pass, easy shot.
2-0, 89 underway here. High, the drive scoops it underhanded off the window and the rim. Stanley, by the way, presses in, goes Bernhardt, hits the underside of the support and taken out by Rehnquist all the way through. That fan in. We're tied at 2.
Right-hander, the dominant left-handed dribbler.
At court pressure, Shalane is looking for help. Pass played by Enos. Ingram inside the Rehnquist for a quick bucket. 4-2. And now Bauer's troubled by the trap. Tries to pass through, and we're going to have a tie ball between Stanley and Rehnquist. So South Platte's going to have to adjust on that trap, or it's going to give him fits.
Let's see how long Cedric County can actually run it. They ran out of legs last week, so this might.
Bauer tried to work around it this time, and gets blocked off, and or sneaker touch the end line to give the Cougars the ball underneath the basket. In the corner comes Enos, flips up high, Bernhardt. In the corner, Woodhams drives in, cut off by Bauer. There's a real good quickness matchup there. Now back to Enos. She drives stops, and over Stanley, and hits.
That was something she was unable to get last week.
6-2, the last 6 by home team. Through the pressure to Keenan underneath. And Hayward made it back out. Three look, Shalane drills it.
Wide open, Shalane definitely going to look for it. And it's a good shot. We saw that last week.
So that gets the Knights within a single point, 5-6, and now trying to answer with their own tray. Is Rehnquist no good, comes on to Shalane, is immediately guarded hard by Enos, and Shalane lost control of the ball.
Good trap. You go backwards, and kind of got it off her leg and couldn't recover.
Allie Woodhams to toss it in, and left side, Venus up top. Ingram, her pass, going to telegraph. Bauer came up to try to steal it. But they're going to say that she also had some body contact against Woodhams, and that will elicit foul.
Woodhams came to the ball, and that's what caused the foul, because otherwise Bauer would have had a steal.
Thrown into Rehnquist. Rehnquist to the backcourt, clears, guarded by Stanley. Now is tossed to corner to Ingram. Flashing through the lane is Woodhams gets a pass. Kick out. Enos goes just to step inside. Free throw strike, no good off the rim. And Bauer collects the rebound. Ingram follows here. Keenan provides a little interference. Bauer's able to clear it, and then Ingram nudges the ball out. It's Blue Knights basketball in front of the fans. Their fans here on broadcast side. Inbounded to Shalene, number 33, works it up and down to the right, slapped at by Rehnquist, trees, and sends it over to Stanley. Stanley's going to back it down. A little bit of contact, gets it out. Elbow jumper left side by Hayward. Rebound, Ingram looks ahead. She'll take it into front court, leave it for Enos. South Platte gets her defense in place. Left over to Woodhams. Tosses up high. Bernhardt swings right. Rehnquist looking for entry. Nothing doing, so leave it on the perimeter right side to Ingram. Guarded by Shalene. On top Woodhams, over it goes to Enos. Left side, Bernhardt. Keenan has guarding chores on her. Flipped up to Ingram. 4:31 to go in the first period. Ingram drives for some wild shot. No good. Right in the hands of Hayward off the glass. Hayward brings it in front court, scoops it back to Shalene, the point guard for the Knights. Turns around at the top. Enos reaches in. And here is going to pick up the foul. We have foul on each club thus far. With us on 106.5 and iHeartRadio. Taylor Bauer throw it in near side, gets it into Keenan, scoops out to Stanley. Woodhams comes out beyond the arc, take care. Stanley drives to the foul line. Leaves it for Shalene. Returns to Stanley. Head fake, drives left to the lane. Nice little bounce pass. Picked up Keenan. No good, but she puts it up. Had two good looks. Both came off the rim. Bernhardt gets the rebound. Ahead to Rehnquist. Jensen stops. No shot. Throws it off right side to Woodhams. Bauer comes out to bother her. Allison throws off right wing to Bernhardt. Looking for a toss, nothing doing. Still with the ball on it, and cause a turnover thrown away to Shalene to Bauer, and shoots up a 15-footer left of the hoop. Hayward went after it and fouled Ingram, who had the rebound position. Well, pretty even so far, Larry. Kind of what we expected.
The matchup is exactly what we have. You've got pretty good athletes match-up wise, and nobody's been able to really make their will known offensively. That's the way to put it.
Woodhams clears, throws on right to Rehnquist, as the Knights continue playing person-to-person defense. On top, Bernhardt. They use her dribble. Now throws off right side, Rehnquist, and jostling between her and Stanley. Stanley's going to pick up the foul. I think they're kind of getting an idea of how the refs are going to call it.
They've let it be fairly physical. I think that was just a little more than what they needed.
Woodhams tosses in the corner to Rehnquist, spins around, Stanley sticks with her. Cutting Woodhams drives it up high, pass it in. Well done by Allison.
The charge that Keenan was coming right there.
8-5, and now here's Shalene trying to get away from
got a player
contact.
Player control foul on Stanley.
He was trying to set a screen, wasn't she?
Cedric, and that's one of those calls that have kind of changed over the course of the years, and that's one of the point events that they have currently.
Woodhams tosses it in underneath the hip. Bernhardt wide open, puts it up and in. 10-5, timeout taken by South Platte. They're early to Cedric County, and we'll be back after this.
This is Clint at Great Western Building and Home Center. We'd like to wish the Cougars the best of luck in today's game. Here at Great Western, we can help you calculate how much.
Pretty good.
Pretty even?
Yeah.
Great Western Building and Home Center in Jonesburg, proud supporter of all the Cedric County students and athletes.
If I don't get excited.
Premier Auto Parts and Service in Chapel is your new CarQuest dealer, serving the
Right. You, Larry.
Right.
farm equipment. They have great people, great products, great prices. East of the overpass in Chapel. Premier Auto Parts and Service.
Morning, Larry, back with you from Revere High School in Ovid, 10 to 5, Cedric County. And what do you have turnovers here early on, Larry?
Early on, I have four for South Platte, two for Cedric County. And the last two came pretty quick for South Platte and did result for Cedric County.
Following ninth timeout, Peterson into Hayward, goes to Shalene. Now they're going to have to hurry. Still stuck in the corner against Hayward, realizing now hurries up, throws across. It's a Bauer, but she took an extra step where she went up and kissed it in.
She just needed that dribble. She definitely had the layup. Did a good job of beating the press, got the ball to the middle. Keenan did everything right, took the pass to one side. And looked reversal and had the layup to Bauer.
Williams brings it up, and then gets Bauer behind and goes to the floor.
That'll be her second.
That was inadvertent by Talon. Allison slowed up just a titch. Bauer was trying to catch up behind. So Bauer has two, and so does Stanley. So they're going to have to really be careful not to pick up there too early in this half. Williams runs around, leaves it for Fowler checked a moment ago. Now to Bernhardt up, make tosses it in softly.
Good look. Jensen was able to see the help coming from Keenan found wide open Bernhardt.
Keenan to Shalene. Stanley falls down, but somehow is able to get the ball out to Shalene. Bauer holds up a finger and reset their offense here. Bauer comes around. They got called for double dribble there. They let it go. Bauer tosses in the corner, drive in, 10-footer, banked up and in, shot by Hayward.
Just that goes in with a couple of dribbles, just has a little leaner, but it looks good.
Here's Rehnquist with 16 no good. Sky rebound, brings it up, looks ahead, got Stanley set, and allow Rehnquist to fly by her, then put up a footer, no good, rebound, Enos. Kara takes it all the way side, shoots no good. Keenan gets the rebound. Up and down before we go. Here's Stanley working past Enos, putting it up from the left side of the hoop. No good. Bernhardt to rebound. Enos. Down to Fowler out to Enos. Resets in the lane. Up 10. No good. Out of bounds. South Platte. We just had a lot of up and down action, Larry.
Yeah, and Coach Dilly has a couple subs coming in just to keep some of the winded girls. Try to give them a little rest.
And Abigail Dilly, one of those.
Avery Goddard.
The other ones. Here is Keenan the other way, and a 6-footer skips off the rim into the hands of Woodhams. Wants to run. And she doubled, so she kicks to Rehnquist right wing. Jensen skips it over to Fowler. Puts it up and in. 17, nice shot, Fowler.
No hesitation, just have to pass right up.
15 seconds to go, and Hayward crosses over midcourt to Shalene. 12, 10, out to Stanley. Works over between the rings, now left, gets a screen with 6, drives in, sees Hayward, shot up a 3 is good. Hayward gets a basket as a quarter comes to close, and after one, Cedric County leads. South Platte Lady Knights 14-9. And we're coming back. 30 seconds. Start of the second period here. 106.5 radio.
Our energy efficiency products program issues rebates to customers on heat pumps, irrigation motors, VSDs, outdoor power equipment, electric vehicle chargers, and Energy Star appliances. Call us or visit wheatbelt.com for more information. Public Power District, your touchstone energy member.
Hayward Seed in Big Springs is your local area independent Pioneer sales rep. Call 308-289-0079. Best of luck in today's game from Hayward Seed in Big Springs.
Morning, Larry. Back with you. Some area hoops action tonight on 106.5 iHeart Radio. And the first, it's a 14-9 lead for Cedric County Cougars. And taking advantage of turnovers. South Platte made some good adjustments there when they took their time out, and they're handling the pressure better and in more of an attack mode offensively.
They are. I think that they've been able to get the ball to Hayward the last couple times, and she's been wide open, has not slowed them down, and that's one reason why they were able to close to 5. Make it a little bit closer game it was.
Cedric County will get the first possession of the second quarter. With the 5-point lead, we'll toss Rehnquist. Jensen clears half court. Sees a seam, draws defense to Williams, baseline, floater up good. Alice really well. And that's her second hoop. Make it 16-9. Hayward into the front court for the Blue Knights. Shalene. Tosses to Stanley. Stanley on the dribble. Back of the three-point line now. Takes it inside a bit. Now to Bauer, who takes back outside. Holds comes left. Leaves it for Stanley. Backs up. About 30 feet away over to Shalene. Sends it back for Stanley. On Stanley, it's a screen, goes all the way underneath, put it up, caught underneath the underside of the basket. She's able to retrieve and send it back up high to Bauer. Bauer bumped a little bit by Rehnquist. Now is going to try to dribble and call a reach in on Rehnquist. Her first second on Cedric County. Got Kira Enos coming in and giving Rehnquist a blow. Shalene toss it in the center of the Cedric County bench. Finds Hayward. Guarded by Dilly. Comes to her right. Passes off. Good three. No good. Hands on Enos. Runs ahead inside to Woodhams and just slipped off fingers out of bounds.
I like the look to get ahead, and pretty good pass. Just bothered by the defense. Hayward was there.
Cross it goes. Here's drive in Bauer. Bernhardt blocked it. And Enos brings it down. Here we come the other way into the corner. Fowler. Flips up to Woodhams. Over to Dilly. Hayward on her. Giving her some space. On top. High post Bernhardt. Out. Fowler. No good. Rebound. Enos. Can't hit the short one. And then a fight for the ball. It goes out of Enos.
Good hustle. You have those opportunities. You got to take advantage of it. Just got a little ahead of himself.
Pressure by South or by Cedric County continues to work around, throw ahead timeline, and then going for the steal and getting a foul called on her was Woodhams. Just her first and the team's third. Fowler and Woodhams retreat to bench. Ingram and Rehnquist back on the floor. Coach Dilly. Thrown in by Shalene. to Stanley. Guarded by Rehnquist. Picks up the dribble. Now needs help. Popping out. Hayward to catch it. Hayward makes a move on Enos. Stops baseline. Kick to the wing. Stanley now. It's going to dribble. Now she's going to go inside and just put her hand on it. So it looks like they're starting to call a little bit closer now.
I think when it's affecting the play of where you might be going into the hoop things, they're gonna watch a little closer. And Tom Bennett is the lead official. That's his call. I expect that call.
Here's the look in underneath. Can't find anyone. Tosses away. Catches. Dilly follows her to the right. Now Shalene takes it in the painted paint, and the long one after the kick out to Hayward doesn't go. Rebound Enos. She races up court, puts it up, and gets the ball somehow all over the rim and in.
I tell you what, South Platte, it was Keenan and Hayward both did a good job not picking up a foul. I thought kind of had her stop it.
Hayward gets doubled today. He'll get ahead to Shalene in the front court now. Maddie working the right corner. Stands up in the wing, backs the block. She's doubled, back out. In the corner, Shalene whips the pass over to Coach Dilly. Hayward was over there, but the pass just got there, whipped over there, and Hayward get there, and it floated right to Coach Dilly. What is that? Six turnovers this quarter. Keenan heads to the bench, South Platte, and we've got Allison Lofton, senior, placing her. Here is Ingram to Fowler, Bernhardt, to Fowler, Sewer, and picked up Enos, guarded by Stanley. Enos up the wing, pass tapped away by Shalene. Back the other way, inside Stanley picks it up after losing Turley, puts it up good. Outlet to Bernhardt to Fowler. Out to Ingram, just up inside 3-point line, no good. Rebound into the hands of Lofton, and shows it to Shalene. 18 to 9, Cedric County leads midway through the second. Oh, nice bounce pass. Lofton misses. Bernhardt, the rebound. Gets it to Woodhams. Allison Woodhams goes up and blocked by Lofton. Away by Bauer. Then Bauer falls down as she was taking it towards the paint.
Emily Fowler's going to block and call. I think almost looked like Bauer was losing her balance about the same time.
Yeah, I thought they were going to call a travel.
Yeah.
Timeouts on the floor with 3:49 to go. First half 18 to 9. Cedric County leads. We're coming back 30.
Wagon Wheel, Conoco, and Gifts in Julesburg has great gift ideas for any occasion. Stop in and look around at their gift store. Wagon Wheel, Conoco, and Gifts off I-76 in Julesburg.
Need new appliances? At Oshkosh Ace & Appliance, we carry a full line of Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances. We service, install, and haul away the old. Oshkosh Ace & Appliance, open 7 days a week, Sunday hours noon to 3.
Hi, Cougar Nation. This is Cameron Hackbar, and you've got the Game of the Week on 106.5 and iHeartRadio.
Many thanks as always to Jay Rogge for coming in and engineering ball game. Shay does a wonderful job.
She's bailed several times. You were gone. I always appreciate what Jay does.
Following the timeout, Bauer tosses top of the key, find Shalene, backs up, few steps. Fowler closely guarding her. She needs dribbling. Now Fowler's left side, Stanley, baseline, Bernhardt. Nice bounce to Lofton. You can't make it, then reaches around Woodhams, who had the position. They call it time ball.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was rather fortuitous. South Platte.
I would say that's a gift.
South County went down to 2-3 zone.
Into Shalene, pinched on the top part of that zone. Now out front. Stanley by Ingram, switch off over to Shalene. Shaleen's back in, headed out to Bauer. Bauer runs right of the lane. Stanley makes a move inside, goes up against Bernhardt. No good, locked in. And Enos come together on this rebound attempt. And the tie ball this time goes to the home team.
That was Lofton did a good job. She has the best position, but been able strong enough to tie up the rebound to Cedric County.
So it is bring the ball in front court, guarded by Bauer. Dilly to Bernhardt beyond the arc. Now Rehnquist drives to the lane, scoops it up left-handed in explosive move by Rehnquist. Make it 20, 2:48 left in the half. Avery Hayward needs help, but Enos kind of rescued her that time by bumping her, and a foul called on Enos.
The fourth straight foul to Cedric County. Gus kind of got him into here. So foul count has shifted 5 to 5.
So 2:46 Lofton near the ball into Bauer. Bauer racing up, slips a little bit, is able to pick up the ball, double, and then tries to make a pass, and deflected out of Woodhams. Bauer will toss it in. In the front court sideline is Keenan and Aaliyah Blackowitz come in. Bauer and Lofton will sit. First appearance for Blackowitz. She gets a toss in. Now to Stanley. Left of the lane. Bounces beyond the arc over to Shalene. Shalene left of the lane. Surrounded by purple and white jerseys. Blackowitz heads it up to Stanley. Stanley right towards the baseline. Where to go? Hayward. Now to Stanley. Gonna back. Gonna stop. No shot there. Good guarding by Woodhams. Denies her a shot attempt. Now to Hayward. The foul line. To Blackowitz. Spins around. Bounce pass to Keenan. Going through the lane. Kick out. Shalene. Got it.
Yes. That's first bucket for
Yes, it is. Stuck on 9 time. Now it's 20 to 12. With a minute 45 left in the half. Rehnquist for the Cougars. Penetration. Billy will try to answer three. No good. Off of Bernhardt, but she juggles, gets it back. Goes around, sets it up. No good. Battle for the rebound. Shalene secures it. Shalene brings it in the front court. Heads it out. Hayward 16-footer drills it.
First spot corner. Cut down to 6-point lead after by 11.
Woodhams across. Fires a left to Rehnquist. Going to take a long three-pointer. NBA. Three. No good. Rebound. Shalene looks ahead, finds Stanley. Stanley surrounded. Kick out. Open Blackowitz. No good. Comes to Avery. Hayward. No good. Fallen. Up and in by Keenan.
Wild flash to the second quarters. Cut the lead back to 4.
44 seconds in the opening half. Look to Rehnquist, high, catches, resets, goes up, and yes, went down. Bernhardt. 22-16, 30 seconds left in the half. Pressure continuing by Cedric County. Tonight's handle well over to Stanley. To Shalene. Shalene works fast, puts it up and in. 22-18, 15 seconds remaining. Here's Woodhams. To Dilly. Drives in, shoots 7. No good. Bernhardt to Rehnquist for 4, and bingo. Jensen Rehnquist drills it. Inbounded Shalene. Be able to get a shot away from the back court. And a flurry of baskets in the last couple of minutes. Make the halftime scores. 24 for the Cedric County Cougars, and 18 South Platte Blue Knights. We'll take a 1 minute break, come back, and run down the score and visit about the first half right after 106.5 radio.
Our energy efficiency products program issues rebates to customers on heat pumps, irrigation motors, VSDs, outdoor power equipment, electric vehicle chargers, and Energy Star appliances. Call us or visit wheatbelt.com for more information. Wheatbelt Public Power District, your Touchstone Energy member.
This is Clint at Great Western Building and Home Center. We'd like to wish the Cougars the best of luck in today's game. Here at Great Western, we can help you calculate how much blow-in insulation you'll need and a blower you can use to make the job go fast. Great Western Building and Home Center in Jonesboro, proud supporter of all the Cedric County students and athletes.
Premier Auto Parts and Service in Chapel is your new CarQuest dealer, serving the area with top auto parts and heavy-duty ag parts for your farm equipment. They have great people, great products, great prices. East of the overpass in Chapel, Premier Auto Parts and Service.
Hayward Seed in Big Springs is your local area independent Pioneer sales rep. Call 308-289-0079. Best of luck in today's game from Hayward Seed in Big Springs.
This is Ethan Riffin with a reminder to catch local sports updates at 7, noon, and 5 on 106.5 and iHeartRadio.
Welcome back to Beer High School in Ovid. It's halftime of this girls game between Cedric County and South Platte. Cedric County led 14 to 9 at the end of one, and they built that lead to 11 20 to 9. And then a flurry of baskets. South Platte got it to within 4 points. At 20 to 16, Cedric County pushed it up to 6. South Platte answered with basket, making it 22-18, and Jensen Rehnquist hit a shot with 3 seconds left to make the halftime score 24 to 18. And I have Rehnquist leading all scorers with 8 points. Actually, Shalene has 8 for South Platte, so she's tied overall. But leads her club with 8, 4 each for Allison Woodhams and Allie Bernhardt, and 4 as well for Kira Enos. Fowler made a hoop in the first period. Minutes for Dilly and brief sprints by Goddard first quarter, but they did not score. So 8 Rehnquist for each for Woodhams, Bernhardt, Enos, and 2 I'm missing points. Think that would be Bernhardt. I think I had a little squiggle there, I think, which is indicating the bucket. So we'll up alley to 6. Give her 6. So that adds up 24 now. 8 for Rehnquist, 6 for Bernhardt, for Woodhams, and 2 for Fowler, and just foul-wise, no big problems. Rehnquist and Enos had two fouls fairly early, but stayed locked at that total one each. For Woodhams and Fowler, and for South Platte, Maddie Shalene with a couple of trays and a 2-point goal. Give her a team lead 8. Avery Hayward 3 field goals, 6, and Haley Keenan hit 2 baskets for 4 points, and that is the threesome combined for 18 South Platte points. Bauer, Stanley, Blackowitz, and Lofton got action, but did not score. And no major problems for South Platte. It was too early fouls for Stanley and Bauer. They might one of them, both of them might get 3. They kept playing and avoided getting that foul. Hayward picked up the only other foul called on South Platte in the first half. And what do you have for turnovers in that half?
Well, the second quarter was relatively clean. Cedric County had 2 more, so they had a total of 4 first half, and I only had one turnover for South Platte on the second half, so they had total of 6.
Yep. So South Platte did a better job after their timeout they took with 2:48 to go in the first, and and just got more aggressive, and the pressure better, and got better looks. But I imagine if you told Coach Shalene before the game that Stanley would be shut out in the first half. You might be a little bit concerned about them being close enough, to make a charge in the second half. But I mean, they did get the scoring they needed to at least stay in the ballpark.
What she did do is she dished off when she was being guarded, and as they collapsed on her, she was able to kick out a couple times to Hayward, also back to Shalene's three on that time. She hasn't quite as effective as we saw last week. I think a little bit of that is Allison's quickness matches up with Lawrence. So there's quite a battle there going on, and it's kind of negated a couple of the moves that Stanley does like to make.
So I don't really expect either team to be making any really big adjustments. It might be a tweak here or two. I think both coaches probably are pretty pleased with how it went. I'm sure there'll be a couple little adjustments, but nothing major.
I know right now South Platte is upset because they missed more punts, several inside that they rushed with those, but those were one probably they're the could have given especially early in the second quarter when they did score there for about 5 minutes. So.
Yeah, they certainly had opportunities, and I think Coach Dilley's probably. I imagine he's fairly pleased with the way they ran their offense too.
They had better looks. They're getting some of the shots they need to have. Jen Smith does need to take three. She is a good three-point shooter. Hasn't got one yet, but that you don't want them not to because it will come. I think defensively looked like Cedric County switched a little bit to 2-3 towards the end of that quarter, and just to I think maybe to try to pick up a couple fouls on the but South Platte is kind of doing what they want to do. They're running their what they want to do defensively, forcing County to kind of work around and work for that harder shot. And so far they've done a pretty good job. Cedric County made a few more shots last week, obviously.
What'd you have for rebounds?
I did not have it.
Rebounds. Okay. I think just observation was fairly even. There weren't many shots to be had.
Defensively, they did a good job of boxing out on both sides. You've got a couple of hustle ones you always see, whether it's Venus or Stanley on South side. So those were kind of expected, and they kind of continued on. So I expect a really second half. Things kind of continue on. I think that neither team is all the other one. They know that the execution is the biggest key. Who can execute the best, and who can make the most points. That's always the case. They say, how do you beat the other team? You score more points.
Well, it was pretty rare that either team shot a free throw in that half as well. And I'd be shocked if we don't at least have a few free throws down the stretch.
I imagine. I think there again, both teams played pretty good defense and position defense. So you didn't. I thought the officials did a good job of letting action happen, and then I thought they did a good job of calling fouls need to be called in the course of an offensive move, or in some cases, defensive. I thought charge call or player control foul was correct one that they made at the time when it South Platte there. I don't have a problem with how they're letting the flow. I think it has a nice flow to these gals.
South Platte gets first possession in the second half, and again they trail by 6. Shalene, Bauer, Hayward, Keenan, Stanley. Same starters. Start the second half, and throw in is taken by Woodhams. Bauer comes and steals it from her. Then it's nudged Bauer, but Stanley is able to retrieve. So trade out of turnovers. Same five as started for Cedric County also out on the floor to begin the second half. Here's Hayward. Entry into Keenan. Inside to go. Shot. Hayward.
Hayward has a great shot from that 12-13 range on the baseline, and pretty deadly with it.
And the lead chopped to 24-20. Ingram to Bernhardt. Back out to Ingram. Over to Quist. Side to center. Now to Woodhams at the arc. Now to Bernhardt, back out, Woodhams left alone, shoot it, and miss. But Rehnquist slips in on the rebound, goes fouled, and we'll have our first foul tosses of the game.
So that can be third on Laurel Stanley.
Lauren picks up number three.
And right on cue, here comes free throw.
You knew that we couldn't hold out forever, for sure. So Rehnquist to made one of two against Briggsdale at the line and splits the net on her first attempt tonight to make it 25-20. And she'll try to push it up to six on her second attempt and does. 26-20. Lauren Stanley's going to walk the ball up. Comes to her left. Picked up by Woodhams. Volleyball line. Now to Bauer. Inside. Kick out to Hayward. Hayward dribbles in. Swish.
Just a nice move. Fakes right, dribbles left, and has that 12-foot.
Rehnquist from long range answers. Three.
Her first three of the year, so maybe that'll get her going.
29-22. 7-point advantage. Stanley goes up and blocked by Bernhardt. Trying to get it back out of bounds. The ball in her. Coming back to her hands. So turnover to Cedric County.
Good help from Bernhardt just to move over and get that shot blocked.
Woodhams across, right side, on top, Ingram. Fake left, back right. Rehnquist just grazes the rim. Coming down with it, looks ahead, spot Hayward, but Hayward ran out of room to save it in. Good play by Avery there, as that was our only chance to keep it alive. Now Bauer, look at her swing through there like a snake, up and in, Bauer. Wow.
Pick up top and just work your way to the hoop.
29-24, 5-point advantage for Cedric County. Rehnquist tosses Enos, flips it up for Woodhams. High post. Bernhardt. Now Enos drives in, fake footer, no good. Followed Bernhardt up, no good. Bernhardt keeps it alive. Hayward comes in, taps it. And they say she was the last to touch it. Could easily called out on
Either way, yes.
Bang, they give it to the Cougars. Entered into the corner to Enos, Bernhardt to Ingram, swings left, Rehnquist, take it from her is Woodhams. Couple of dribbles, shoves up for Ingram, right to Enos, skips it over to Rehnquist, goes to baseline, Stanley, up it goes to Woodhams, drives, back out, Rehnquist, got it. Stroking it confidently now.
Well, you really like to see that inside-out team, and that's what Woodhams did. Drive, penetrate, and back out. That's the best three that you see. Rehnquist had great time set up.
8-point lead now. Toss pass is tipped. It comes to Ingram. Drives, puts up the layup. Bernhardt from behind gets it. Back to Woodhams. Short jumper off the back iron. But Rehnquist takes it in the corner. Flips up the Woodhams. Alley drives back correct, three ball. No. Can't make a three in a row. Keenan the rebound hands it off to Bauer. Bauer into front court. Ingram on her, coming to her right, hands off Shalene to her left. It's a screen from Keenan. Out to Bauer. Bauer spins around. Now off right wing. Stanley drives, cut off baseline. Shoves up to Bauer. Bauer dribbles into the lane. Down to Keenan. Shoots a six-footer. No good. Comes to Hayward. Banks it up and in. Hayward's got 6 in the third quarter. 12 in the game.
He fell down and Hayward was able to just pick up the loose ball and make it in.
Now Ingram drives, puts it up for no good. Rebound. Stanley slows it up. Now heads it into gear. Bernhardt. Call a block on her.
It's actually her first foul. Bernhardt.
First of the half on Cedric County. A non-shooting foul. So Bauer is going to toss it in. Talon looking. Baseball's on top to Stanley. 3.5 to go in the third period. 6-point advantage for Cedric County. Stanley bouncing out to Bauer. Penetrates out to Stanley. Steps inside the arc. Bauer drives in on Dilly. Dilly blocked her. Bauer ties up the basketball. Good defense by Dilly.
Dilly basically forcing the turnover with that good D.
The aroma pieces walking under here, Larry. Wow.
They also have the best hot dogs. They don't like hot dogs. These are really good hot dogs.
Make exception. Just Jim. Okay. We've got Fowler. Played a lot of minutes first half. Right now over to Dilly. Drives, kick right, slip through Fowler, but she's able to get it back. Natty in it, drives the baseline, tosses the wings in the lane, short 5-footer, trickles off, Dilly no good. Tapped away into the hands of Bauer. And Talon's going to slow it up, clears mid-court. Passes to Shalene. Shalene spins in the lane. Dish out to Stanley. Stanley looking for some room. Backs her way. Spins around. Dances and drops for Lauren Stanley.
Rugged defense, but then she can get it off, and the lead is back to 4.
32-28, 22 in the period. Very competitive game here. Here's penetration. Dilly stop. 4 feet away. Up and in. Now a timeout is called. Timeout. 2:12 to go. In the third, 28 for South Platte 34. Cedric County coming back in 30.
Wagon Wheel Conoco and Gifts in Julesburg has great gift ideas for any occasion. Stop in and look around at their gift store. Wagon Wheel Conoco and Gifts off I-76 in Julesburg.
Spawn Marine in Big Springs, Nebraska is ready to take care of all of your Mercury needs for boating and power sports. Even if you got an old boat that needs some new life brought into it, give us a call and we can look at deals for putting a new motor on it for pretty reasonable cost nowadays. Spawn Marine, 3-8-3531.
Tune in Saturday morning at 8 o'clock for the Coaches Show on KOGA.
This is Brody Parker with the Cougars. Catch local sports up.
Welcome back to Revere High School in Ovid. And we got a good one here tonight, Jim. 34-28 Cedric County. Just used their second timeout with 6-point lead. Dilly just hit her first basket. Well, it'll be interesting to see who has the better stamina coming down the stretch. Find out in games like this how well conditioned you are. Talon Bauer's going to bring it over the line and shove the pass to Shalene in the corner to Stanley. Whips it up high. Bauer. Head it over the left side. Shalene, quick shot. Off the iron, no good from 3-point land. Comes in as she fires past Hayward. Behind the ball goes in. Avery needed to make that a hard foul to make sure that ball didn't have a chance to go in. Instead, she just Kind of was in between fouling her hard and not fouling at all, and ended up just bumping her. The and one for Kiera.
Avery had the speed to actually just get up there and maybe make a little stronger play on it, but he kind of come from behind and just.
No good on the free throw, but Dilly gets the rebound. Now to Rehnquist, she'll try to pop a three. No good rebound, Enos up and in. So now 38-28. Backcourt pressure handled well. Shalane throws across. Now the drive by Bauer up and in. Leave it off though. Traveling call on Taylor Bauer.
I thought that's probably was going to be coming before she had the contact. As she took that, drug that step as she was wanting to go in.
I don't think South Platte fans are very enamored with that call. Here's Rehnquist, up to Fowler, runs it back to Enos. Cut off. Corner to Rehnquist, drive, shows pass over to Woodhams. Woodhams spins around, takes in the lane, goes up in traffic, no good. Keenan clears the ball. To Shalene, looks ahead, down the far side. Dower sets, foot on the line, it'll be two, and she gets it. Kaylin Bauer's second hoop pulls South Platte within 8, 38-30. Here is Rehnquist up to Fowler, back to Rehnquist. Stanley with her. Rehnquist bounces off her foot as she tried to pack it into the hoop.
Good defense by Stanley on that play. Just kind of an ill-advised play for Rehnquist that time.
Enos will come up, guard the inbound pass by Keenan. Entry into Stanley, Shalane. Back to Stanley. Stanley's going to work it across, and then she fell down, bounced off her foot. Enos will take it inside, and goes up against Keenan. No good, gets it back, puts it up and in. Enos sticking with it.
Dilly and Enos both on the floor after that.
The lead's 10, 40-30 with 14 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Haley Keenan. Leaves it. 3-point. Good luck. And bingo for Avery Hayward.
Heating up. Was able to cut the lead to 7.
2-1 by Allison Woodhams connects at the end of the 3. It's a 9-point lead for Cedric County, 42-33. We're coming back with the start of the fourth. In 30 seconds here on 106.5 Radio.
Need new appliances? At Oshkosh Ace & Appliance, we carry a full line of Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances. We service, install, and haul away the old. Oshkosh Ace & Appliance, open 7 days a week, Sunday hours noon to 3.
Need roadside assistance? Call Jason at Valley Tire and Service in Oshkosh, or come in and choose from a wide variety of tires. Jason and his family support local area sports and your car and truck needs. Call 308-778-6156 or 308-772-3761.
Tune in Saturday morning at 8 o'clock for the Coaches Show on KOGA.
A lot of good action there in the third quarter, and Cedric County widens their lead from 6 to 9 by outscoring the Lady Knights 18-15. In that quarter, Avery Hayward had 9 alone in the quarter, and South Platte with 15. And Gary Enos had it 6 to halftime total of 4. She's got 10, but Rehnquist hit for 2 trays and a couple of free throws, and has 16 now after 3 quarters.
I don't think Hayward, she might have won this 2 shots the whole night.
She's been spot on, as they say.
So back to the 2-3 zone.
As Bauer looks for a toss over to Hayward. Hayward drives in, puts it up. No good. I think that was tipped a little bit.
It looked like Dilly piece of that one.
Yep. Back the other way. Cedric County has a goal to our right, in front of their bench. Tossed up to Rehnquist, thinking about it, but instead gives off Dilly. Dilly on top. Ingram. Rehnquist drives in. Now Enos to Bernhardt. Back to Enos. Drive. Cut off. Ingram. Out from Rehnquist tosses over to Bernhardt. Ball moved by both of these teams.
Good D by South
No good. No good. Stanley boxes out, and the ball comes to her. She hands it off to Shalene. Shalene tosses right side to Bauer, corner to Keenan. On top, Shalene whips it to Hayward. Hayward in the corner. Shalene sets for
It's
three.
good. It's good.
Great play. That's the lead to six now. That three-pointer.
42-36. Billy answers the other way. Quickly shove it up to 8.
Stanley narrowly avoided picking up her fourth.
Stanley brings it across. Hands it off to Bauer. Bauer to Shalene. 6:20 left in the regulation portion of the game, and now tipped away, but Bauer's able to chase it down before ball went out of bounds around the backcourt. Bauer plays catch with Shalene. High post toss, nice move by Keenan in the lane, but then took away, and it came to Hayward. She's traveling. She was sitting on the behind there. Trying to get rid of it.
She rolled over on her hip. That's kind of the automatic call.
So 34-36, Cedric County.
Just under 6 minutes.
Dilling to Rehnquist into Bernhardt, surrounded by blue and gold. Into the lane briefly as Rehnquist back out. Ingram left side Woodhams. Tosses up high. Dillon left the bomb. Fire it up. It is no good. Crashes in. Bauer falls down on the ball, and they give it to Cedric County. So they call travel. Inbound, put up. No good. By Ingram, but she is fouled, and will shoot a pair. That one is given Bauer. Third on South Platte and a half, just one committed by Cedric County. Ingram. Knifes the first one through. That was her first point tonight. Next one is no good. Chase down and kept alive. Here's driving. Stanley, and I'm gonna call somebody here. I don't know if it'll be Stanley.
That's Stanley's fourth.
Oh boy. So Lauren Stanley has four fouls. Be ultra careful now.
Rehnquist kind of forced that issue. She was able to take it strong with her left hand dribble, and when she went up, got grabbed a little bit.
Rehnquist able to make the first. Looking for her 18th point on her second attempt. It's up. It is no good. Bauer skies for the rebound, so it's 10-point lead for Cedric County. Bauer clears, bounces to Shalene, gets the return pass for an entry, finds Keenan, coming to her right, going traffic, no good, follows it up, no good, but did draw the foul on the second attempt, and get to the line.
That's going to be on Dilly.
And this will be the first free throw of the game for the Lady Knights. Missed by Keenan, who had made both free throws last week.
Keenan does a good job of rebounding and going to the boards well, and that was a prime example there. The second one is also brings it down.
Cedric County enjoying a 10-point lead with 5 minutes left. Here's Enos. Baseline flipping on top to Dilly. Went for the steal, but Bauer didn't get it. Tosses corner, but then it got away from Rehnquist. Taken away by Stanley. Here comes South Platte. Throw to Bauer, right side. Taylor picks up the dribble. Trying to deny her a pass to Shalene, back to Bauer. Couple of dribbles, pass over to Hayward. Driving against Enos. Entry into Keenan bounces it off. I think it was off of Bernhardt's foot.
I think they're going to say it's actually off of Keenan's knee.
That's what they say. Well, it might have been. I guess they're closer than we are, but the official underneath didn't see it and had passed. So here comes Woodhams. And now the pass is intercepted by Stanley. Stanley takes it in on Woodhams. Got her up. Underneath the hoop. The was called. Ellie Woodhams looking like, what did you see there? She didn't think she touched her. So
gets an and one.
The basket counts, but they haven't added the points yet. And Woodham's given her a second foul. And Stanley puts it up. And in. Still haven't added the two-pointer. So it's actually 46-39. They did add it. And now Shalene picks off a pass near the baseline. Here she comes. Right side Bauer to Shalene. She's going to work it over to the left.
There they find
Hayward. Yep, they had it. Now here's moved by Keenan. Back out to Bauer. Bauer makes a move towards the corner. Entry into Keenan. Shoots it over Bernhardt. No good. Offensive rebound. Stanley battles. Puts it up. No good. But foul is called. Enos pleading her case. Thought she just put the arm straight up in the air, but they call her for the foul.
Enos' third.
And with that, we have a timeout on the floor. 3:30 left. It's a 46-39 ball game in favor of Cedric County. We'll be back in 30.
Do you have a passion for athletics? Are you a former high school or college athlete looking for ways to stay involved? The Nebraska School Activities Association is asking you to grab a whistle. Officials are needed in every high school activity and are essential to the future of the game. Visit nsaahome.org for more information. Grab a whistle and contact the NSAA to get registered.
Tune in for Coach's Comments Saturday morning at 8 o'clock on KOGA.
Well, this getting really interesting down the stretch here. South Platte's making a little run here. Lauren Stanley can pick up two more and get them within five. She connects on both free throws. Takes her time. Crouches, eyes, and flies it. No good.
Her shot's been looking so good till that one. Her other free throws were good. And the last couple times that she outside shots looked good. Just a little off.
Next one up. Got that one. To make it 46-40. Woodhams brings it in front court. Hands off to Dilly. Hayward on her. Dilly sends it over to Rehnquist. Popping out in the corner. Enos. Into Bernhardt. Double. Back out Enos. Going to shoot a 8-footer. No good.
Worst shot in the world at 19.
Yeah, right on the line, basically. Yep. Hands out the other way. Power. To Shalene. Turns to Bauer. Circles. Bounce pass got away. Bauer got it. She fell down. Needs help. No, she can't move much. And did a good job.
Great job. Yes.
Finally popped out to get it. Now over to Shalene. Shalene has it right by Rehnquist. Rehnquist to the hole. Puts it up. Missed the layup. Shalene gets the rebound. Baseball's in to Stanley. In the lane. Steps left. Nowhere to go. Picked up Hayward. Baseline. Twitter trickles off the rim. Into the hands of Woodhams. Woodhams starts up court. Now she has to pick it up and throw across the line. Bauer defense there. Made her work. Enos whips it over to Dilly with 2:11 to play. Dilly drives and got bumped by Hayward. So that's going to be third, I believe. Yep. On Hayward.
Team fifth. So we still have a while before we go to 1-1.
Yep. Woodhams looks in. Passes up to Enos. Kick out Rehnquist. Stanley on her. Rehnquist trying to get some room. Over to Dilly. Out of Woodhams. They're two. Left to play. Woodhams bounce pass and Hayward steps in front. Here comes Hayward to Bauer. Blocked off by Woodhams. Now Keenan shovels back to Bauer. 6-point game. With now a minute 44 left to play. Here is Shalene to Bauer. Short bounce pass. Drives. Shoots. Falls in.
Rolls over the rim and makes it a 4-point game now. Minute 28.
Gets real interesting. Here is Woodhams. Enos to Dilly. Drives back out. Enos. Minute 18 left. Is South Platte defense. Rehnquist slips up to Woodhams. Woodhams looks for an entry and tapped on the fake pass attempt there. She got clipped by Bauer. That will be number 4, Taylon Bauer. Or is it number 4?
It should be number 4.
It's 4. It's wide towards the basket. That's because Coach Shalene is going to call a timeout. Minute 9 left. 46-42. Cedric County will be back after this.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Nebraska. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Nebraska School Activities Association and the Nebraska State Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Tune in for coaches' comments Saturday morning at 8 o'clock on KOGA.
Join a good one here from Revere High School in Ovid. Cedric County had led I think their biggest lead was 10 at 46-36. South Platte not ready to call it a night. They've got it back within 4.
It actually was 11 at 20-9, but that was really
yeah, right. And so that was their biggest in the second half. 10.
That's done a great job. Very good defense, which you expect.
Thrown into Enos. Followed by Shalene. Beats her in the lane. Got pushed, and she makes the shot. So Enos is able to beat Shalene to the hoop. And Shalene pushed her just a little to get the foul. And Enos will have an and one. That was her 12th point. Emily Fowler's going to replace Dilly.
Dilly's had some good minutes. And Emily Fowler brings a little more speed defensively.
Kiara puts up free throw, no good. Bauer up high to get it. Here comes Taylor Bauer racing up court. Shalene right side. Whips past to Hayward. Open 3 and drilled it. Hayward.
That drill is. That's all of a sudden it's a 3-point ball game.
44 seconds to go. And now King comes out and takes Rehnquist's head off.
Stanley they did call it on Keenan.
Just her first. The 17th foul. Rehnquist will have a 1-on-1 to first. Shalene wants a timeout. So with 41 seconds left, timeout. South Platte. We're coming back after this.
Hi, this is Kelsey Grammer. When military service members head into battle, none are expected to face the enemy alone, but many return home and become isolated as they struggle with the visible and invisible wounds of war. It can be difficult knowing how to overcome that challenge and rekindle bonds similar to those formed
You
in the
just
military.
keep that tape rolling.
Wounded Warrior Project supports
All
these
the way
injured
till the
veterans
end,
through their
Shane.
recoveries by connecting
Okay.
with
But it'll
fellow
take a while
warriors
to
and their communities.
come out of the
No
end
one
here.
should fight this battle alone. Join us at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Hi, Blue Knight fans. This is Haley Keenan, and you've got the Game of the Week on 106.5 and iHeartRadio.
41 seconds remaining. The game's still in doubt. Free throws coming up for Jensen Rehnquist. His team is up by 3. See how she handles pressure here. It's up. It's good. It's good. That was the front end of 1-1. Emily Bernhardt had his back. Gotta remember what the free throw situation is. So this would make it a 5-point lead. And yes, Jensen makes them both. 50 to 45. Bauer hustles up court. Gets a little screen. Goes up. No good. Foul. Bauer. Try to get her team back within 3.
We call that one on Bernhardt, I guess. First second.
5 team fouls on Cedric County. And Bauer tries to add her point total, but strong on the first attempt.
Well, Rehnquist makes sure that she boxes out Keenan. Keenan does a great job of offensive rebounding off of free throws. So big key for Cedric County here.
Next one, no good. Rehnquist comes down and then reach in call.
Reach in on Keenan. That's like per second.
Yep. And with 3 seconds left, that put Rehnquist back to the line. Sends it up. It's good. So two possession game, but the second one could make it a 3 possession game. Flips it up. This one is over and in to make it 52 to 45. Another timeout is called, and we'll be back in 30.
I perform for a high school choir director who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by the Nebraska School Activities Association and the high school in your community.
Tune in for Coach's Comments Saturday morning at 8 o'clock on KOGA.
Corey Anderson, Larry Lowry with you from Revere High School in Owen. Want to thank our sponsors tonight. Keith County News, Premier Auto Parts and Service, Oshkosh Ace Hardware, Valley Tire and Service, Wheatbelt Public Power District, along with Spawn Marine, Hayward Seed, and Wagon Wheel Conoco, and yes.
Cedric County got the ball or the in the right hand for the fouls with Jensen Rehnquist. She's 7 of 8 for the evening on free throws. Jack has a state record. I think it's like 22 free throws there one game.
Hurrying up is Hayward, the Bauer, left side Schling will fire a long one. No good. Williams gets a rebound and a reach-in foul with 17 seconds. And Williams will go to the line.
It's going to go on Schling through second. Double bonus. Two shots for Allison Williams.
And I have Williams with 6 points. Still six as she missed the first attempt.
Six in the first half, didn't she?
Had a Had her with 4 in the first half. Bucket in the second. And her next one is up and good. 53-45. Racing up Bauer and her haste to get to the hoop. She just lost control of the ball. Turns it over. 13 and a half seconds. Cedric County will get it in to Enos. Shalene will chase after and put her hand on her arm, and that'll get Enos to the line. Third foul on Shalene. Got Enos with 12 points. She's 0 for 2 at the line. Up and it rolls and drops for her. Carroll sent it up. Short. Keenan grabs the rebound. 7-6 steal by Rehnquist. Stolen back by Shalene. Pile up at midcourt. That's the ball game. So Cedric County Cougars even their record out of 1-1. Beating South Platte 54 to 45. And let's run through the final scoring here. Jensen Rehnquist with 21 points and hit 7 of 8 free throws in the second half. 5 of 6 in the fourth quarter to help seal victory. And Leah Ingram had 1 point, I believe. Made a free throw in the fourth period. Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to check on that. I can't. Did you get that?
Yes.
You marked it. Okay. Sometimes I can't even read my own markings on the free throws. I exit if they make it and leave it empty if they don't. And had 7 for Allison Woodham, 6 for Allie Bernhardt, and 13 for Enos. Bench points, Sally Fowler with 2, and Abigail Dilly also 2. Avery Goddard got a brief appearance in the first half and did not score. So 21 for Rehnquist and 13 for Enos, combining for 34 of Cedric County's 54 points. And for South Platte, looks like the leader is Avery Hayward. It came through with 18 tonight. And Maddie Shalene had 11. And 6 for Haley Keenan. 6 also for Lauren Stanley. And 4 for Taylor Bauer. And no points off the bench tonight for the Blue Knights. Walkowitz and Lofton both played a little bit in the first half, but did not score. And what you have for turnovers, Larry?
Turnovers. South Platte ended up with 18 total. They had 6 in that fourth quarter, and Cedric County had 5 in the fourth quarter, with a total of 11. So turnovers probably were a bigger factor, obviously, for South Platte when you look at a game of how close the game actually is. A couple of turnovers were late when they were trying to force some things in the last minute. And so you kind of, those are understandable.
Okay, so Lady Knights dropped to 2-1. Cedric County goes to 1-1. They are going to be trying to think. They play Holyoke,
Caxton, and
Holyoke on Thursday down there, right?
And then Hampton, and then I think the last one is Creek Valley.
Is that right? And Creek Valley next Friday before the break.
I think that's how it
And South Platte I'll have to look at and let you know later. So there it goes. We'll get right into our boys pregame and hear from both head coaches right now as we segue into the boys game here on 106.5 and iHeartRadio.
And welcome everyone to our coverage of tonight's Tuesday night game of the week between Cedric County and South Platte. We're going to chat with Cedric County coach David Collins, who's taken it over for Stacy Woodhams this year. You assisted under Stacy the last 2 years, and here we go, season underway. Game one, do you just blot that out with a 55-19 result, and you're not getting the 55 the other night, or chalk it up to, working a lot of new guys in the lineup?
Yeah, working a lot of new guys. I am happy with the boys, and part of that, though, they never quit. They fought. Actually, we came out that second half. I think first half we were just nervous, didn't run our stuff, got out of rotation on defense, and second half did a lot better job, but at that point, you're playing for heart, playing.
Sure.
So.
Yeah.
But no, I think we take that, we move forward, we build on that, and we try and put a full game of that together and keep improving.
Yeah. And you get 3 chances this week, three games in 4 days, starting with the South Platte. But talk about your crew, and you're already got 2 guys on the sideline. Of course, Rafe completing that suspension from the end of last season, so you don't have him, but you'll get him back hopefully by Thursday. And then Cameron Hackbart is dealing with some back issues right now, and he's a guy that you'd be leaning on pretty heavily too. Hopefully he'll be cleared by later this week for you. But without them, that makes you even younger and less experienced, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you run into some of those things. Stuff happens. You just got to adapt, and the other kids have to step up and go. And that's our mentality. We've got a bunch of kids that like to work hard, and we'll scrap and figure it out there.
Yeah. And so talk about, looks like tomorrow you're going to go with Jackson Carlson. He's going to kind of run your offense for you, and then you'll have Levi Dilly out there, Tad Leachman and Brody Parker, both seniors that haven't been out in a while, and then Nolan Carlson, by far your most experienced guy that's started last year. So really you're surrounding Nolan with, and Levi had a good amount of experience last year too. So 2 fairly experienced guys, 3 not so much, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're working in practice, trying to get that gel together and learn how to play as one. But having Nolan and Levi out there, having last year, I mean, they're 2 solid leader kids that work hard and get kids to follow them. So, I think where they go, the rest of this team will go, and those other kids will play up to their levels. So if we're going to have successful nights, it's going to be those 2 coming out there and executing, holding the other kids accountable and picking them up.
Right. Defense, you can control a little easier than the offense, especially when you've got inexperienced players. But you saw some progress when you played Brooksdale last week. What specifically in the second half did you sense that got you going a little bit better and enabled you to be a little more competitive?
I think it was just the kids finally settled down. We talked at halftime about what do you guys want to do? What's the heart of this team? We come out, we work hard on defense, and we're going to grind it out on offense. So we came back out, we settled in. We were over-rotating way too much in that first half. Kids kind of settled down, did their jobs, and that helped a ton.
Okay. And were you talking about defensively when you're talking about over-rotating?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, on some of our defensive stuff. And then when we were in man, not cutting kids off, we were trailing, following too much. So we get 1 day to work on it. We're going to try and clean some of that stuff up today and see if we can get that in the game.
Right. Offensively, have you changed things that much compared to what Stacy was doing?
We've simplified a couple things from Stacy's. We've kept a lot of stuff that was there. He had a triangle offense that we've adjusted back a little bit to kind of what I used to run under Dennis Jaden, making it's just a little simpler version of the same thing, cutting that back. We've got a new zone offense we've kind of worked on. We've got to get patient with that one and working that one in. But for the most part, it's a lot of stuff from Stacy still and working some of our own little things in there to try and adjust to the kids that we have to work with.
Right. I'm sure you're excited to see how the kids improve, but man, your early season schedule has got some tough competition. You have Haxton and Holyoke later this week. South Platte's kind of a fun game, and I know they enjoy playing you guys, and I'm sure your kids and feel the same way. You didn't get to play this game last year because your season got shoved back to a January start, and they just couldn't fit you in because they had all their games already set and were at their limit. So this is kind of nice to get this. I guess you'd call it kind of like a border rivalry going again, huh?
Yeah, it's nice, and Coach Foster does a great job over there. He actually got us involved with some camp stuff that they were doing this year, so we went up and played a little bit with them. So it'll be nice to go compete with those guys, and a little friendly rivalry, but make each other better and see where we can go from there.
Yep. You got a little scouting report from my buddy Larry from us calling the Arthur game the other night. Pretty clear. Ethan Richmond is their go-to guy. He's a guy that handles the ball most of the time for him, and he can shoot it outside. He can take it inside. Kind of the guy you got to have your eyes on and be around him at all time.
Yeah, I don't think you can stop that kid, but if you can contain him and make other kids make plays, that's going to go a long ways in the game plan. So you try and limit him as much as you can, and don't let the other kids get opportunities because you're over focusing on him, and just kind of go from there. But he's a heck of a good ball player, and we've just got to play solid defense, and that's got to be our team motto this whole year.
Yeah. Defense, including rebounding, limiting them to one shot, right? And then just run your offense and give yourself at least good looks and good shot opportunities.
Yeah, we need to be patient on offense, run through stuff. Stop that first half. We tried to force way too much stuff. Second half, we kind of slowed down and got into a little more of our stuff, but still needs to be even more patient going into this week and moving forward. So.
Okay. We're looking forward to coming over and calling the game tomorrow, David, and appreciate your time and look forward to watching the boys. Good luck to you.
Sounds good. Thank you, Corey.
Yeah. And now joining me in the pregame show, I had a boys action tonight between South Platte and Cedric County. Let's talk a little Blue Knight basketball with head coach Joel Foster. Coach, good rebound for the club as you went over to Minutair on Friday after losing to Arthur County on Thursday. They had to feel pretty good for you and the guys.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to get a win, especially after losing a tough one at home. But the boys rebounded really good after that loss, and definitely felt good getting that win on Friday.
So what did you do better, and what did you see that you liked a lot better on Friday compared to the game against Arthur the night before?
Oh. Against Arthur, we just weren't physical. We weren't playing physical ball. We weren't boxing out and rebounding like we should. And it was one of those things where you didn't even have to really tell the boys what they did wrong. They knew it, and they made the adjustments Friday night and hit the boards a little bit better and got the rebounds, keeping those second and third chance shots.
Yeah.
Away from the other team, and that was huge against Arthur. That's one thing that really hurt us.
Well, yeah, and I know we talked a little bit before that game about the need to take a little bit of pressure off of Ethan Richmond, and he can score 30 a night, obviously, if he has the opportunities, but I noticed he didn't score as much against Minutair, yet the result was a win for you. So getting other kids involved, getting them confidence, and getting it to the point where the other team just can't just sit on Ethan is going to be a big telltale sign for your club's success, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely need 4 or 5 guys on the floor that are putting up good numbers, because we know Ethan can score, and the bad thing is other teams know that Ethan can score. So if you don't have 4 other threats on the floor, it's pretty easy to take away your offense. So I thought the boys did a really good job against Minutair, kind of balancing things out and getting some other kids scoring points. So that was definitely good.
Well, Jade Saltz is a guy. He's probably one of those guys. Unless you isolate on him, you don't really appreciate all that he brings to your team with the intensity and physicality and getting in there and mixing it up. Just talk about what he means to your team.
Oh, Jade's probably one of the hardest workers we have. Doesn't really complain about anything, just goes and does what he's told, and he's having a pretty good year so far. I know rebounding hasn't quite been there yet for him, but he's scored 11 both nights that we've played, and he's just a workhorse. He's going to get in there and do his job and do it to the best of his ability every time he's on the floor.
Yep. And Dash Richards started for Colton Moorhead the other night. Colton was under the weather, so was not available for you. Dash impressed me in his minutes that he got against Arthur on on Thursday, and I'm sure he's a guy that you're excited about his development as a sophomore.
Absolutely. Even as a freshman, Dash gave us good minutes off the bench, and so I knew coming into this year, his sophomore year, that it'd be the same. I just wanted him to be, a little bit more aggressive and be willing to take some more shots, because he's a good shooter, and I think he's kind of seeing his role and what he needs to do, and he's definitely given us some positive minutes this year.
Okay. I'm sure you and the guys are excited to go over and meet Cedric County, a game that you wished could have been played last year, certainly with the veteran team that they had. They're a much younger team this year. I think they graduated 4 of their 5 starters, and they're working in a lot of youth this year, but still yet to be excited about playing your neighbors over there in Colorado.
Yeah, it's always good to play Cedric County. I know they've always been on our schedule, and you're going to get good competition and have a good game with them whenever you do play. So looking forward to going down there tomorrow and having a good game. They are pretty young, and they got a new coach this year, so I guess we'll see what we get to go up against.
Yeah. Well, obviously they didn't get the ball to go in the hoop that well the other night, only scoring 19 points in their opener. But all coaches talk about that incremental improvement, and I'm sure they're going to come out and they'll play hard. But you got to figure they're not going to ever shoot as poor as they did the other night.
Right, and we played them this summer in some summer league stuff that we had going, and they've got athletes. They got good, quick kids. They just gotta, like you said, get the ball and go through the hoop. And I'm sure as their season progresses, you'll definitely see some improvement on their end as well.
Yeah, and I guess for you, you'll just preach the same thing to your kids, talking about what they did to get the win over Minutair. The same thing applies against Cedric County or anyone else. Got to play physical and rebound the basketball and not turn it over, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Turnovers was very detrimental to us against Arthur, and we were able to cut that in half against Minutair, and they kind of saw that you can score some points when you don't turn the ball over. So
funny how that works, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It all works together, Coach. We're looking forward to going over and calling a good ball game over there at Revere High School, and wish you and your boys best of luck.
All right, thanks, Corey.
Welcome back to Revere High School and Ovies boys contest now. The visitors South Platte 1-1. Getting a win over Minutair after losing on opening night. Arthur, Keenan, 5'8", freshman guard, 6.6 rebounds. Richard starting to play Warhead tonight. Dash is 6'4" sophomore guard, 8.5 rebounds. Richmond, 5'11" senior point guard, one of the best in the area. 24 points, 5 rebounds, trays, steals, all lead the team. Jade Salt, 6'2" senior forward, 11 points, 8 rebounds. And Ethan Nayland, 5'10" senior guard, 3 Coach Foster, second season, assisted by Keenan for Cedric County, 0-1. Jackson Carlson, the freshman point guard. Levi Dilly, a senior, who led them last week, 14. Tad Leachman, a senior. He'll play center and power forward. Brody Parker, guard, he's a senior. And Nolan Carlson, the turning starter. Power forward this year. David Collins, assisted by a couple of recent Cedric County graduates, Tyler Woodhams and Kinley in the last 10 years. Here's the tap controlled by the Blue Knights on offense, working to go to our right. And it's Richmond with the ball to the right hand on to the left is Keenan. Keenan has it on the wing. He goes on top to Naylor. Swings over to Dash Richard. Richard's hot pass. And it is Naylor knocked away out of bounds. Good hustle there. Still belongs to the Knights. But Carlson jumped in there and knocked it away. So it looks like they're opening a man-to-man.
Right to man, and Southwest running their weave.
Coming to the left is Richmond. Picked up by Carlson. Pass inside, knocked up by Richard. Resets, goes off the glass, can't get it to drop. Brody Parker brings down the rebound and flips it ahead to Carlson.
Not too often the teams on the floor have two freshman point guards.
Yes, very rarely. Good pass inside, capped up and in by Jackson Carlson to get Cedric County on the board.
Good back cut.
Minute into the contest. Richards comes to his right. Short shovel pass to Salt. By Richmond. Up and in.
Right up to Carlson in his face.
3-2 Blue Knights. Carlson ahead to Leachman. Throws off to Carlson. Jackson Carlson. To Dilly on top. Nolan Carlson. Swinging left to Parker. Works top of the key. Rips it over to Dilly. Dilly works left of the lane. Now along with Nolan Carlson. Planks off. No good. Naylor rebound. Hands it off to Richmond. Richmond leaves it for Keenan. Keenan to the baseline. Knocked away from Richmond. Out of bounds to the Blue Knights. Toss in will come from freshman Quentin Keenan. Lobbed up high to Richards. Drives. Nice. Pass to Salt. They had a block. Brought down by Nolan Carlson.
Dilly was able to get back there and get the block on Jake Salt's.
Jackson Carlson near the timeline. Picks up the dribble. Throws over to Nolan Carlson. Now to Dilly. Splits defenders. Goes up, but travels. Little step in there, says the referee. First turnover on the Cougars. 3-2. South Platte. Keenan hands it off to Richards. Now to Salts. Salts to Richmond. Top of the key, right side, Richards. Set's gonna take a tray. It is no good. The rebound. Naylor trying to wrestle it away from Leachman. And what they call there.
Tie ball. So it goes to Cedric County on the jump.
Up the court, Jackson Carlson. The Parker swings left to Leachman, and he throws it away. Skip it over to Nolan Carlson. Was airmailed. Two turnovers on Sedgko. And in to replace Leachman is Caden Harns. He is a sophomore. Play guard or forward.
Coming back from Tommy Jones surgery.
Yes.
Football.
Quentin Keenan hands it off. Drive by Salts, tapped away. Naylor picks it up. Wheels around it. Out of a half. Push hook. I guess you call that. Up and in. Wow. More of a prayer attached to it, right? Now the other one. Cedric County turns it over. Into the corner comes Keenan, and they call travel or a step out of bounds. Okay.
Carlson was able to force Keenan step on the line.
Jackson Carlson moves across the line, keeps the Blues back right to Harns in the corner. Nolan Carlson with it. South Platte manning up. Here's Brody Parker, left side Harns. Gonna dribble. Naylor's on him. Harns to Nolan Carlson. Lob inside by Dilly. Caught it. Straight to the hoop. No one there to knock that one away. Dilly has
the matchup that Cedric County would like, because they South Platte have a hard time.
Ball knocked away the other way. Cedric County causes the turnover. Comes Dilly pressing in. Stop and in. Dilly has Two in a row to push go ahead to five.
Billy got into foul trouble early against Rigsdale and kind of hurt Cedric County on the offense.
Richards pops the foul line. That won't go. Cleared by Nolan Carlson. Dilly finds Jackson Carlson. Wings it into the corner. Brody Parker on top. Nolan Carlson. He drives through. And up, no good. Short one. Tipped to Richmond. The point guard will lead it over the SC at midcourt. Come to his left. Hand it off to Richards, who stuttered a little bit with his feet. And that is a travel. Three now on the Knights. Is that right, Larry?
Have three and three.
We're even in that department. Jackson Carlson clears the line. Hands it off to Harns. Cross court. Driving in. Carlson puts it up and in. 3 second violation. You weren't too sure.
Well, it had to be on Carlson if you dribble side.
Nope.
So I'm guessing it'd be on Dilly.
Colton Moorhead into the lineup for the Knights. Now up court comes Keenan. Bumped a little bit.
Call a foul on Jackson Carlson. It's the
first of the game. Play better than 5 minutes. 6-5. Cedric County. Penetration by Keenan in the corner. Kevin Landman around to the left. Passes off to Richmond. Richmond with some fancy dribbling. Carlson dove but can't put the ball away. Now to Landman. Now to Keenan. Keenan drives through. Puts it up. It was blocked. By Dilly got it. Tossed in by Keenan underneath the basket. Gets it into Landman, left wing. On top. To Moorhead. Returns the land up high to Richmond. Restart. The offense. Four set. Richmond passes off. Picks it up. Corner to Richmond. Whips it up to Naylor. Pulls up. Takes an 18-footer. No good. Air ball into the hands of Dilly. Dilly brings it over the line. Jackson Carlson to Nolan in the corner. On top Harn. Swings left. Parker into the corner. Carlson. Jackson. On top. Dilly back out. Fires at 3 and misses. Chases it down. Hops in. Stops. Shoots. No good. Parker over the back of Landman will be assessed the foul. Substitution coming into the Cougars lineup. Billy Ray.
Real name Isaiah, but hold Billy.
Cross the line, Landman. Side, throws off. Keenan on the dribble to the right, to the corner, off to Richmond. Pop it over Carlson. No good. Keenan after it saves it in so strong. For the Richmond after that it just hit him in the jaw. Ricocheted out. Ethan's like, where did that come from? Shaking his head real quickly.
I think it hit off of Jackson Carlson, then off Richmond.
Double deflection there. Nolan Carlson side, Harn, Dilly, sides on. So they return beyond the arc to Harn, on top Carlson. Over it goes to Ray. Down to the baseline. A nice good by Dilly to promote the foul on Naylor before the shot. First on Naylor. first on the Blue Knights. Jackson Carlson heads it up, broken up by Keenan. The tip it away from Carlson.
Good anticipation by Keenan. Almost had that steal.
Now to the game for the Knights. Frerichs, freshman. Brody Parker replaces Ray. And Carlson about to get the ball and throw it in at midcourt. Finds Dilly will cross the center line. Come right, feed it into Carlson again to begin with. Slip that screen inside, and Dilly hit him. Nice little pass that time. Carlson scorebooks. 8-5. 25 seconds in the quarter. Richmond has it. There's a slip screen on the forehead. What you guys do, we can do better. Moorhead gets it. 8-7. Now tapped away by the Knights. Say off of Cedric County.
It's the fifth turnover for Cedric County.
Tossed in, Moorhead, 7 seconds to go. Moorhead to Richmond, 4, 3. Richmond's gonna pop 30. Short. Tell you what, they could have foul on Carlson.
Close.
So at the end of one, it is Cedric County 8. And South Platte 7. Start the second, 30 seconds on 106.5 radio.
Wagon Wheel Conoco and Gifts in Julesburg has great gift ideas for any occasion. Stop in and look around at their gift store. Wagon Wheel Conoco and Gifts off I-76 in Julesburg. Hayward Seed in Big Springs is your local area independent Pioneer sales rep.
I think I asked Scott to send one over.
308-289-0079. Best of luck in today's game from Hayward Seed in Big Springs.
Hi, Blue Knight fans. This is Lauren Stanley, and you've got the game of the week on 106.5 and iHeartRadio.
One quarter in the books. It is 8-7 favor of Cedric County. And again, just like the girls are, it looks like a fairly even matchup.
It kind of what we thought it would be. You look out there, and just everything size-wise, speed-wise, experience-wise. The biggest difference is Ethan Richmond's experience over Cedric County's overall experience.
Yep. He did hit a tray, but that's all. His factor has been limited. Cedric obviously knows he's the guy to control. As the Knights get the ball to start the second. Frerichs to Keenan. He dribbles to Richmond. Leaves it for Keenan. Keenan going to come to his right. Carlson, fellow freshman pass into Richmond. Gets past him. I don't know if that was just a little communication issue or Richmond was expecting that pass to be more towards the baseline or what? Richmond went inbounds toss. Didn't get it.
Had it twice though.
Yep. Got Brody Parker out handling the ball, picks it up, Landman out, guarding in. Now to Dilly. He's way out near midcourt. He's gonna work it. Now he passes, and it's fumbled, gotten back, and then taken away.
Right idea. Carlson was wide open. Just needed to get the ball to him.
Salts came up with it. Here's Richmond. Right of the lane. Turned away, back out. Keenan dribbled off his foot. Loose at midcourt. Frerichs scramble. And it's going to end up spinning out of bounds. It belongs to County. We have about everybody out there diving on the floor.
That was just a huge hustle by Nolan Carlson that kind of took his line down to different level there.
All right. So inbounded by Dilly. On top, Jackson Carlson. Now goes Carlson. He's on the wing looking for an entry. Dilly surrounded immediately like blue and gold. Puts it up anyway. He was able to spin and get himself a good look in the lane there. Still a difficult shot.
He's tall enough that he can elevate and actually get a soft shot up there.
Richmond high toss. That one taken away by Dilly. Comes up the interception. County up by three. Try to add to it. Here's Carlson. Puts it up. Right hand from one side. Up and in.
He's actually a left-handed basketball player for the most part. So that.
Now the other way, and we've got a foul out front.
22 player possession foul on
Cordell Frericks. His first second on the Knights.
Pretty wild for not that many calls.
Naylor Richards re-enter the game. Frericks and Landman come off the court. And Cedric County has possession and a 5-point lead. Jackson Carlson right wing. Carlson going to drive. Salt sticks with him. On the wing, Harns. Heads it up to Parker. Skips it out to Dilly. Drives, dishes to Parker. Left side. Jackson Carlson flips it up. Harns swings right. Carlson corner to Parker. Out to Harns. High post entry. Taken in the lane. Dilly back out for three by Jackson Carlson. No good. Good box off. Rebound to Richmond. Richmond to the foul line. Spins around. Fade away. Comes up short. Going after it. Saved it in, but it came to Jackson Carlson. Carlson scoops up court. Heads it to Brother Nolan. Here's a long one. No good. Richards falls down the rebound. But gets it to Richmond. Richmond to Keenan. Keenan coming right. Drive of the baseline. Bumped a little bit by Carlson. That will be enough to get a whistle and a foul.
That'll be his second. He just needs to take it just a quicker. Keenan did a good job getting enough room there. Jackson had the body up too much.
Ray and Leachman back in the game for Cedric County. Salts looks in. Needs help. Finds Richmond. Going up. Two defenders. And follows a foul. They get Ray on this.
I believe that's very. They
did. Billy Ray gets his first. Team's fourth. And gonna allow Richmond to shoot first free throw before Levi Dilly can check in. Richmond no good off to the side. He'll get one more as Dilly replaces Ray. Richmond uncharacteristically up the line, 3 from 8 now on the young season, and misses second. Rebound to team in white and purple. Here is Dilly. Spin move, goes up, no good. Tap blast comes to Richmond. Cedric County, good job of racing back on defense. Richmond and Naylor, fake, but faked himself out too because he moved the feet before the ball got.
Good idea when you're left-handed there. You got to make sure that ball gets to your right hand.
What was that on turnovers for the Knights now?
Got the fifth of this quarter, so it's 8 total for South Platte.
Here's Parker whipping in the corner. Dilly has it. Richmond picks him up. Out to Harns. High right. Come back from Leachman. Now they work it over to Dilly. Now his pass is intercepted by the Knights. And Keaton left alone for three-point land. No good. Dilly comes away with the rebound. Whistle and a timeout taken by Coach Collins. Cedric County up by 5, 3:40 to go in the first half. We'll be back 30 and 30.
Spawn Marine in Big Springs, Nebraska is ready to take care of all of your Mercury needs for boating and power sports.
Down there eating.
And if you got an old boat that needs some new life brought into it, give us a call and we can look at deals putting a new motor on it for a pretty reasonable cost nowadays. Spawn Marine, 308-889-3531.
Premier Auto Parts and Service in Chapel is your new CarQuest dealer, serving the area with top auto parts and heavy-duty ag parts for your farm equipment. They have great people, great products, great prices. East of the overpass in Chapel, Premier Auto Parts and Service.
This is Coach Collins with the Cougars. Catch local sports updates at 7, noon, and 5 o'clock on 106.5.
We're back at the gym in Ovid, Colorado. Cedric County Cougars won the girls game, and Cougar boys up 12-7. 12-7, a 3:40 remaining in the first half. Cedric County used the first timeout. Back to action we go. Cedric County coming up court with 5-point lead. Levi Dilly clears the line, passes out to Parker. Richards guards him. Now the pass by Parker, taken away by Richards. To Naylor. Naylor the baseline, backs it out, dishes to Richards. Richards in the lane. Nice dump off pass to Salts, and Salts caps it with a 2-pointer out the window. Very nice. Draws the Knights within 3, 12-9. Levi Dilly dribbling, crosses over, now he picked it up. Passes to Carlson in the corner. Carlson flips it up high. Dilly holds up a play. Goes left, back to the right. So Platte sticking with their man. Now Dilly gets a look from 3. Takes it, but too strong, and then Nolan Carlson came out. Hammered Richmond pretty good that time.
I believe that's the first foul on Nolan Carlson. Team fifth. Fouls 5-2. 5-2. In favor of Cedric County there.
Cross Keenan to Richmond. Coming around to his left, whistle as he gets ready to pass.
Clear control Salts there for
moving screen there.
Right.
His first team's third. 2.5 to go. 3-point lead. Cedric County. If you like offense, maybe this isn't the game for you, but if you like this good competitive hard-nosed play, this would be the game. Tapped away by Naylor, retrieved though by Harns. It's into Nolan Carlson. Now the drive in by Dilly goes. Ball tied up by Quentin Keenan. Just reached in the paw there. Got his hand on the ball for a second.
Dilly dribbled in there. And 3 guys collapsed on him, and Keenan did a good job of not drawing the foul.
A catch and shoot off the inbounds, but Dilly had a little too much on it. Richmond brings it down. Enters the front court. Still dribbling. Off the screen. Shoots up at 3. Air ball. And then going after it, but a little too late getting to it. That time was Salts. So over to Cedric County with minute 57 to go in the half.
Moorhead in for Naylor.
And inbounded to returning starter for Cedric County. Nolan Carlson. To Parker. On top Harns. Left it goes. Leachman in the corner. Nolan Carlson bouncing up to the wing. Harns lobs inside. Dilly. Leachman had a good look there and just overshot it. Salts the rebound, gives to Richmond. Here comes Richmond, blowing past everyone but Dilly, and Dilly tipped what I presume was a shot attempt by Richmond. I think it was anyway. Cedric County the other way. Leachman reaching out to traveled with it. Now the drive, and layup is good. Caden Horn scores.
Horn saw the opportunity, took off, and was able to get up.
14-9. Now it is Richmond having the ball tapped away. Comes to Salts, but then I think they got Nolan Carlson.
Going for the ball, but when you go through the body, it's generally going to be a foul. 16 foul. Second on Carlson. Going to sit him down for a little bit with 48 seconds. Don't want to pick up that third before the halftime.
Billy Ray's going to replace him. And to Moorhead. Kick out Richards. Jump pass over to Richmond. He'll shoot it up. 42 and nail it. And one thing, either Richmond, a couple air balls, that won't deter him. He knows he's going to get with it eventually.
He shot it right over the top of that long body of Billy, too.
14-12 closes the gap down to 2. Right side pass tipped away by Richmond. 25 seconds left.
Good anticipation.
Dilly tosses it in. Back to Dilly. 20 seconds. Dilly makes a move, goes in, runs into Salt, puts it up. Not enough contact to get a foul there, but Dilly put it in.
He jump stopped enough to where it was kind of uncoordinated or gamely, but he didn't.
It's Richmond stops with 3, passes on to Richards. He'll have the last shot. Air ball. No good. Richmond sensed that he wasn't going to be able to get a good look, so he gave Richards the last opportunity and came up short. So we go to halftime of the 16-12 ball game. Cedric County leads. South Platte will come back in a minute to talk to a couple of Cedric County ladies after this on 106.5 at iHeartRadio.
Need new appliances? Oshkosh Ace & Appliance. We carry a full line of Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances. We service, install, and haul away the old. Oshkosh Ace & Appliance, open 7 days a week, Sunday hours noon to 3.
Our Energy Efficiency Products program issues rebates to customers on heat pumps, irrigation motors, VSDs, outdoor power equipment, electric vehicle chargers, and Energy Star appliances. Call us or visit wheatbelt.com for more information. Wheatbelt Public Power District, your Touchstone Energy member.
That's what you get for playing well. You talk to me again.
Need roadside assistance? Call Jason at Valley Tire and Service in Oshkosh, or come in and choose from a wide variety of tires. Jason and his family support local area sports and your car and truck needs. Call 308-778-6156 or 308-772-3761.
This is Clint at Great Western Building and Home Center.
Corey, I've got 4 blocks before the PSAs start.
Okay, thanks.
Here at Great Western, we can help you calculate how much blow-in insulation you'll need and a blower you can use to make the job go fast. Great Western Building and Home Center in Jonesburg, proud supporter of all the Cedric County students and athletes.
Tune in Saturday morning at 8 o'clock for the Coaches Show on KOGA.
Halftime the boys game between Cedric County and South Platte. 16-12 is scoreboard says in favor of the hometown Cougars. And let me get the scoring here real quick for South Platte. Ethan Richmond, a couple of 3s and 6. Had 2 points for Jade Saltz and 2 for Ethan Naylor. 2 as well for Colton Moorhead. That should add up. It does add up. What do you know? Sometimes I can impress myself by getting all the points there. And for Cedric County, I had Levi Dilly with 8. Nolan Carlson had 4 and 2 each for Jackson Carlson and Caden Harns. I think that adds up to 16. It does. What do you know? I'm good at math. It was harder in the girls' game actually to keep the score. And we get to talk to the 2 leading scorers tonight. Jensen Rehnquist first to talk to me and grab this here. Had you at 21. Team played a lot better tonight. That was something you worked on. You had pretty long practice last night. You came over and you kept practicing. So practice paid off tonight,
yes,
huh?
It did.
Yes, it did.
Paid off.
What'd you see out there that was a lot better than Briggsdale game last week?
I felt like we were more aggressive. We played more as a team, and we worked a lot harder. I feel like we were playing our game instead of reacting to the other team and what they were doing.
So someone would ask you, what is Cedric County? What is the Lady Cougars game? How would you describe your game when you're playing one?
Not worried about like what the other team is doing, knowing where everybody's at, but like knowing that you can stop the ball, knowing what your part is, knowing what you're supposed to do. But then again, just playing hard and playing with heart.
Yeah. Kind of. It just looked like you were. You knew what you were doing, and playing with pretty good freedom, and trusting everyone to do their job. And that applies pretty equally, doesn't it? On both offensive defensive ends.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I think that our defense was a lot better. We weren't just worried about the person that we were guarding. We were worried about where the ball was, which is how it's supposed to be. But that's something that we didn't really do during Briggsdale. So I think that really showed that we fixed that and we're working on it.
You are almost automatic at the foul line. You have to prove once in a while. You have to prove you're going to miss one. You're pretty good. You have the record, don't you? What is it? 21 or 22 straight?
24.
Is it 24? Is it 24? I shorted them. Sorry.
That's fine.
Now, was that before you came up here? Was it down in Walsh?
Yeah, it was in Walsh.
You were freshman.
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you get the opportunity. You like shooting free throws. It's obvious. Have a lot of confidence. And where did that start? Did you start shooting them even when you're just gate tall?
Yeah, I think whenever I was going into my 8th grade year, during the summer, the high school coach gave me a challenge to do 5,000 free throws during the summer. So I did that, and I think that's
before your 8th grade year.
Yeah, and I think that's where.
Really?
Yep.
Did you keep track of how many you made out of those 5,000?
Yep, I videoed myself doing it each time.
So tell us how many you made out of 5,000?
Oh no, I meant like 5,000 made. I had to make.
It was just about. It wasn't about keeping track of percentage. It was just making shooting until you get 5,000.
Throughout the summer.
Okay. So naturally, you shoot that many, you're going to get a lot better, and you're going to get a lot more confident.
Yes.
I've noticed the best free throw shooters just don't. They have a routine. They stick with it. Most of them usually they don't wait that long. It's not like dribble. Take your time. It's more like hand me the ball. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I know it's muscle memory.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you did a good job. You're off to Holyoke on Thursday. I'm sure those girls are still stinging from what you denied them in volleyball. So I'm sure they're going to be hyped up.
Yeah, I'm sure they are too, and we're ready for them. I think.
You know they're going to be hyped up, and you're going to have to match them, right?
Definitely.
Well, you're on the right track. First one's always good to get done and get the bad taste from last week out of your mouth. I think you're going to be okay. I don't think anyone needs to panic about how good you're going to be. I think you'll be okay, and we'll see you on down the line.
Thank you.
All right. There's Jensen Rehnquist. We'll hand her off to the. As I called you on the introductions of Flaming Hot Redhead. Yeah. I didn't give you that, so I can say that. I would never say that. Somebody had already dubbed you Flaming Hot Cheeto.
Yeah, Flaming Hot Cheeto.
So things were much better tonight. So and you're playing a pretty good team, maybe not quite as good as the one you saw last Friday, but saw Platte pretty good team, and it was pretty clear early that this is going to be a 4-quarter game. So girls knew you had to play pretty strong for 4 quarters, and you did. You held them off.
For sure. I think you have to come into every game prepared to play 4 quarters. You can't just come in the first quarter and expect to win by 20 because then your offense is going to be off, your defense is going to be lackadaisical. So I think it was really good that we came out ready to play hard in the beginning. Our defensive possessions in the beginning was really good that first quarter. I think that's what set the tone for us.
And they're kind of difficult to defend, but I kind of sense that you were trying to take Lauren Stanley out of her game.
Yeah, her and Avery Hayward. Avery Hayward kind of got us on the 3-point line a few times later that game, so that kind of put them from a 20-9 lead to a 20-16, close to that going into halftime. So
Right. And you really did job overall. You always have to. I mean, you want to take you want to take everything away. You can't really do it against good teams. They have too many threats. But if you had your druthers, I mean, if one person gets hot and you're still doing your job on offense, usually things are going to work out.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't want more than one to get hot. Have your head spinning that way. Worked out. What else did you like tonight that you noticed was a big improvement over last week?
I think our communication on defense last week, it was really quiet in the gym, and that was on our fault. Defensive-wise, we know we have to talk. We know we have to be loud and have good communication, and I think we lacked out on the Brinsdale side. I think that's one of the most intimidating things with the team, being able to talk loud, and it kind of takes the focus off of the offense having to do what they have to do, and they're more focused on you talking. So that leads to turnovers, possessions that we take over.
Yep. And I heard Coach at practice saying he was going to make a run. He didn't hear everyone talking on defense. So that kind of ingrains you.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless you want to run.
Yeah, no thanks.
No. You have to run enough in basketball. You need to be running on the lines for sure. So you just feel like you just got everything on the right track tonight. A good kind of launching point for what you want.
Definitely a lot more to go. But I think it was a good game to get confidence back, kind of make aware what we are able to do, able to execute as a team. Rebounding was a lot better than it was against Brinsdale. Again, like you said, it's not the same team, not the same height, not the same quickness. But I think overall, it was a better rebounding night, better scoring night, just an overall better night to show that on the scoreboard.
Well, you got two more good teams. Holyoke down at their den on Thursday, and the back home face good Paxton team on Friday. So you're going to find out a little bit more about how you measure up against some very good
Two great teams coming up.
And looking forward to
it. Those are always the most fun games.
Yeah. Thanks for coming up here.
Thank you.
See you on down the line.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you. You too.
Gary Ennis, Appreciate her and Jensen Rehnquist for coming up and visiting with us. Cedric County girls win it 54-47. Let's see. What was get my right score? Box score.
I think that's
it was 45, 54-45.
It was a three-point ball game with just right at a minute left. So that Cedric County was able to hit those free throws to seal it away.
That was probably the biggest thing there. Jensen hit 7 of 8 in the second half. As we get the second half of the boys' game underway. South Platte first possession, and they get the goal to our left in front of their bench. And Salt's Richmond Richards drives cut off baseline back to Richmond. This is out to Keenan. He drives. Dish out. Richards holds up. Shot. Got it. Say he was behind on. Hard to tell from our vantage point, but he got it. And that pulls the Knights within a single point, 16-15. Corner is Billy working up on the wing. Going to take it back to the baseline. Dish out three-pointer. Jackson Carlson off the rim. Richards skies for the rebound. South Platte ahead. Richmond stops the free throw circle. Out to Dash Richards. Takes the baseline. Bounces to Moorhead. Up against Dilly. Puts it up high. It's no good. Or did I say Moorhead? Salts went after it. And they say it was last touch by Cedric County. Good job of hustling. If you want the definition of hustle, just put number 30 space right there in the dictionary.
South always gets a lot of garbage rebounds that you like to see.
Here is Richmond reversing, going back to the right, drive in by Keenan, putting it up. I think that was a pass. I don't know, may have been a shot. But it came down.
It was a pass.
Cedric County runs it inside. Carlson up, slapped away by Richmond. Off of the Knights, so Nolan Carlson will toss it in. Lobbed in the lane to Dilly, and he hesitated, got a little better anchored, put it up and in. Good job.
That time he threw safety in their ways.
18-15, 2 minutes into the second half. Ethan Richmond, right, comes back left, avoids a steal. Comes back right, down to the left, spins around, nothing doing. Good defense. Keenan got bumped a little bit, no call. Richards pass Richmond drives in lane, puts it up. No good, but a foul. We say on Leachman. Two shots for Richmond.
It's on Dilly.
They gave it to Dilly.
Well, maybe I better look. Yeah.
You're right. They did.
One's 21, one's 12, one's 12.
Never question Larry on fouls. Never question. Up and in by Richmond. He missed two free throws in the first half. That's two trays. Makes first and he made both of them.
No.
Disqualified somebody in the lane too early. Richmond saying me? Apparently he stepped over before he released the ball. Wow.
Whoa.
Okay. Wow. So don't count the second one. It's 18-16. Jackson Carlson over the line, working to the left, back to the right. Taylor jumped out, thinking he could get a steal, but not quite. Corner. Nolan Carlson holds the ball. Now he's going to dribble up top. Pass it off to Parker. Parker returns. Carlson. Left side Leachman. To Dilly. Right of the lane. Now into Leachman. Missed a short one. With it though. Put it up and in. Good job. Tad Leachman. First two for him.
Tad's kind of just learning the ball game. He came out his freshman year, and that's the first time he's been back playing. The third foul on Nolan Carlson there. He got by without any fouls till the end of the second period. Now has three.
So he'll head for the bench. Caden Harns, sophomore, will take his place.
Big loss. There is that Carlson really makes it tough on Richmond.
Wrap around pass. Keenan into Salts draws a foul. That's on Jackson Carlson.
That's his third.
Three on the freshman. Shooting foul. So Jake Salts, 6'2" senior, will toe up. And he ranges the first one through by Archer. Now check in as Moorhead will replace Richards. Next one up. That one will come off the rim, and Parker get the rebound. So it's 20-17 here. 3 minutes into the second half. Cross court. Catching Leachman. Turns down the shot. Parker has time. Passed it by Moorhead. Retrieved the backcourt. Parker falling back. He didn't have to do that.
It's kind of that inexperience. Don't realize that's
on one Richmond, no good. Tapped up by Salts, no good. Comes to Dilly. Dilly pass Naylor. Goes towards the corner. Turns away. Keeps the dribble out to Parker. Now to Harns. Flips it up to Leachman. Got Ray on the court. Now comes Harns. He drives, goes up against Moorhead, crashes into him. Good job of holding his ground. He knew he was going to have some contact coming into him, but he just stayed put. Rock solid there, and the offensive foul go against Harns.
Player control foul. That was the turnover, and that's the 14th foul for Cedric County. South Platte is yet to commit one yet, but they played very solid defense.
Over the line is Richmond. Richmond comes left to traffic. And then he started to lose his balance. Try to flip a pass out. Traveling, and that actually probably is better for South Platte because otherwise might have been a breakaway opportunity for Cedric County. At any rate, we got a timeout. Quick one for Cedric County. 4:01 to go in the third. 2017. Cedric County leads. We'll be back in 30.
Hayward Seed in Big Springs is your local area independent Pioneer sales rep. Call 308-289-0079.
That was
Best
taken
of
by
luck
Ced.
in today's game from Hayward Seed in Big Springs.
Premier Auto Parts and Service in Chapel is your new CarQuest dealer, serving the area with top auto parts and heavy-duty ag parts for your farm equipment. They have great people, great products, great prices. East of the overpass in Chapel. Premier Auto Parts and Service.
I don't think so.
I don't think we're going to
Tune in for Coach's Comments Saturday morning at 8 o'clock on KOGA.
Larry and I had a little thing going here about the over-run total points between the two teams. I suggested 60 might be the number. I don't know if I get there.
Actually, you said 70.
Did I say 70 and you said 60? Okay. I thought I'd brought it down to 60. We're definitely not going to make 70 unless we go more than one overtime. Even that might not do it. Never know. Someone might get hot. You just don't know. It appears though, to stay pretty low scoring. Here's the turnaround. Oh, great. Good job.
Nice job from Dilly. Just took it up two bodies and kissed it off the glass from about 6 feet.
22-17. Richmond the other way. Stop at 12. In and out. Tough luck for Richmond. Chased down by Dilly. He looks ahead. Leachman. Dilly over to Harns. Harns dribbles in. Popping out. Parker dishes out. Leachman. Looking for a cutter. Got way up and in. Well done. Leachman.
Nice pass from Leachman and a great cut. Ray was able to see that overplay and was able to get the back cut.
Richmond has in the corner, steps beyond the arc, shoots it up, air ball, crashing in Keenan, and tipped it away from Harns. Out of bounds, though. The Cougars get it back. 2:50 left in the third. 7-point lead is the biggest of the game for anyone. Dilly takes his time. Clears the line now. Tries to explode past Richmond. Runs into Salts. Call him for. What do they end up calling here?
Richmond's first
game.
foul.
Got Richmond.
Hand on the body, evidently.
First foul on the visitors. Dilly's going to toss it into Ray. The Parker. Swings to Harns. Right side. Dilly was open, but decided not to shoot. Comes back
Close out by Salts.
Harns left side. Parker on the wing. Ray. Harns on top. Parker. Tosses it to Dilly. Over it goes. Left sideline. One Harns. Playing soft, no good. Long rebound. Dilly can't save it in because the ball hit out before he had a chance to save it. That goes turnover.
No, it just goes as a brick. The brick bounced down.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Nobody had possession after that shot. Driving through dash. Richards. Reverse layup up block. Crashing in Salts. And he was really real off of Cedric County.
Dilly tried to get out there, save the ball. He was out of bounds.
Okay, thrown into Richmond. He's going to shoot a long swish over Parker.
Two switches and two guys that kept getting smaller. Richmond was able to shoot right over the top.
Parker whips it, deflected, Leachman up with it, back to Parker. Telegraphed it. Richards is stealing the run out. Up good, and Harns. He got fouled by Harns.
You just have to let that one go. You just can't.
Richards will have a chance to bring his club a single point if he can make the free throw. It's on the way. It is good. Asher Richards makes it a one-point game.
We talked about Dash to be a factor with his offense helping out Richmond.
Here's Ray dishing out front. Barnes has it. Goes right side, Leachman. Heads on top. You got Jason Key in the game. Pass tip down. Blue Knights steal. Here comes Ethan Richmond. Comes to the left in the lane. Steps out. Passes to Landman. To Richards. Richards drives underneath. They have blocked from behind by Harns, and then Harns comes up with the ball. Great defense by Caden Harns. Harns enters front court. Pass to Ray. Ray stretching out. Pulls back a pass. Now gets to Harns. Now to Dilly. Who got fight as he made his move inside.
Carl Richards, that'd be his third or second of me.
Gonna go with Moorhead, it looks like.
Yes. Okay.
His first on him. His second team foul. Entered into Ray on top. Dilly. This pass Lamb and two other South Platte players. Now the corner Ray shoots a three. In and out.
That's a shot that Ray like to have him take. It's a good three-pointer shot.
Land the rebound ahead to Richmond. Now to Richards coming around to the right. Stops. Entry in the lane. Salts goes up and gets fouled. Could be Ray or could be Harns.
Harns hit him in the head.
Caden Harns will pick up his second. Third, they say, actually. It's missed one.
That's what I have. Three.
Sixth foul.
Salts has two shots.
Miss the rim on that one. He will get another. 24-23 just to tie it. It's up, in and out. Rebound, oh, and up again. Moorhead puts the Knights ahead. Right at the end of the quarter. What a lift.
Just box out Moorhead, boy. Did a good job of getting the push and got the put back and the lead.
The Knights head to the fourth with a one-point advantage, 25-24. We'll come back to the start of the fourth after this 30-second timeout on 106.5 and iHeartRadio.
Need new appliances? At Oshkosh Ace & Appliance, we carry a full line of Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances. We service, install, and haul away the old. Oshkosh Ace & Appliance, open 7 days a week, Sunday hours noon to 3.
Spawn Marine in Big Springs, Nebraska is ready to take care of all of your Mercury needs for boating and power sports. Even if you got an old boat that needs some new life brought into it, give us a call and we can look at deals for putting a new motor on it for pretty reasonable cost nowadays. Spawn Marine, 308-889-3531.
This is Kiara Enos with the Cougars. Catch local sports updates at 7, noon, and 5 o'clock on 106.5.
1 point lead for South Platte as we begin the fourth quarter. It's 25-24. South Platte at 13 points.
That was 24-17 to that 7-point lead that Cedric County had. And that was about the time both Carlson picked up their third thousand. And from that time on, they were able to, South Platte was able to whittle in and basically go on an 8-0 run.
Cedric County brings in Nolan Carlson to begin the fourth period. Parker shots in the corner. Nolan Carlson going to drive past two. Blue Knight Dimensions put it up. No good. And the rebound Salts. Ahead to Richmond. Richmond across. To Richard. Free throw line. Salts. He drives in. Puts it up over Dilly. No good. Tapped out. Off the Dilly.
Salts is caused that because he was able to push in there and was able to get it off of Dilly. Gives South Platte another opportunity.
Tossin Salts to Richmond, back to Salts, and he was on the line. Didn't get both feet back in after he passed it in. Cedric County comes the other way, trying to regain the lead. Left side, Parker in the corner, long one jacked up by Jackson Carlson. No good. Parker saves it in, but it's loose. And Saltz finally chases down the loose ball. Richmond across. Comes left. It's a screen from Naylor. Works inside. Denied. Back at Naylor. 3 ball. No tip. Naylor. Into the backcourt. Saved in. Saved twice. Penetration. Richards. Back. Here's Saltz. And puts it up. Kind of a weird following motion that time, and gets clobbered. So he gets 2 free throws.
I'm not sure whether that's Leachman or Dilly. This time it's Leachman.
And Leachman picks up number 1. 17 fouls. 41 to go. There should be 2 shots for Saltz. And an Orthodox is released there, but it worked out. He got it down. 5 points for the 6'2" senior. Second one up. Naylor up. Now we missed it. Trickled off. 26-24 Blue Knights. Levi Dilly has it, tries to penetrate, and ends up on the floor, and then they call a kick on Saltz.
Kickball is what they had just so it goes reset it. Cedric County gets the ball.
Dilly will toss it in with 6:29 left. Comes in the corner, Nolan Carlson. Couple of dribbles on top. Swung left by Leachman. Parker entry into Dilly. Dilly tried to split defenders, goes up, foul before the shot went in.
It could be on Naylor.
It looks like he flashed 42.
It's his second.
13 foul. Remember South Platte's in the bonus from here on out.
Yes.
Could be an advantage or a liability. Make free throws or not. Cougars toss it in. Comes to Jackson Carlson in the corner right side. He dribbles. Passes to Dilly. On the wing. Jackson Carlson. South Platte stays 2-3.
Cedric County hasn't scored for the last 4 minutes.
Penetration. Dilly no good. Sticks with it. Puts it up and in. Good job by Dilly.
For 8 rebounds, and I don't know, probably at least 3 of those are offensive.
The runner the other way by Richmond. That wasn't a high percentage shot. Dilly the rebound. Cedric County trying to get the lead, but Naylor not to lose. Carlson was able to beat him, get the ball back in. Fed into D-line. Dilly makes it. He's fouled.
That's going to be on Moorhead, his second.
And Salt's going to come in for Naylor. So 5.5 to go. Long ways left. Dilly will try to stretch it out to a 3-point lead. No good. Nolan Carlson keeps it alive. 26, Cedric County. Here is Jackson Carlson. Passes on to Harns. Harns makes his way in the corner to Parker. Flips on top. High lob in Jackson Carlson to Dilly, and he had number 30 Saltz on his back. That was on the floor.
Good recognition by the freshman to take that interior pass. Saw that Dilly had position.
Carlson lobs in by Dilly, knocked away by Richards. Richards promotes the steal. Ross is Richmond passes off the Salt, stretches out. This is out. Drive by Keenan. Keenan gets blocked out of bounds. Call foul, and Jackson Carlson is pleading his case. Clearly come out.
Keenan should be 1-1.
Should be. And the officials see that, and they will put Quentin Keenan to the line. And by the way, that was the fourth on Jackson Carlson. Got one and one. For Quentin Keenan, the freshman, can't get it. Levi Dilly just tipped it to himself.
Unofficially is rebound.
Right side, Owen Carlson, still a long ways to go. 440. Drive up, no good. Traveling.
Two pump fake, slide, and it's gonna get called every time.
How many turnovers on Cedric County?
Well, there's 9, 16. 13 for.
We got some contact as Richmond brings it up. Moorhead and Carlson greeting each other.
That's Carlson third foul. That's kind of one of those where you.
It's his fourth, Larry.
Fourth, yeah.
He will need to be careful. Neither team very deep.
Moorhead's there for 1-1.
Up and no good. Moorhead going after it. Keeps it alive. This is out. Long run, Richmond. Good. Timeout taken by David Collins. Cedric County has a three by Richmond. South Platte back on top. 29-28. We're coming back. 30 seconds.
Need roadside assistance? Call Jason at Valley Tire and Service in Oshkosh, or come in and
clear
choose
out
from
the
a
8
wide
o'clock
variety of
hour.
tires. Jason and his family support local area sports and car and truck needs. Call 308-778-6156 or 308-772-3761.
This is Clint at Great Western Building and Home Center. We'd like to wish the Cougars the best of luck in today's game. Here at Great Western, we can help you calculate how much blower insulation you need and a blower you can use to make the job go fast. Great Western Building and Home Center in Hillsburg.
Who was that?
Howdy, my fans. This is Quentin Keenan, and you've got the Game of the Week on 106.5 and iHeartRadio.
Coming back.
4:22 to go. And this free throw, then the three goes in for Ethan Richmond. There's got 13. And the Blue Knights hold again. They haven't had the lead very much, but they're hanging in there.
Three times up to 2 early in the game. They had just recently was 25 or 26-25 or whatever.
26-24. They had it briefly.
But there again, I think that's probably Coach Carlson might be really unhappy box out or lack of free throws when your shooter gets the rebound. That was pure hustle by Moorhead.
So Cedric County trying to regain it. Carlson, no good. We got a foul though. And it'll be two shots Carlson. And they're going Keenan. Just his first.
Rather late call, I would say, on that foul call.
Well, it puts Cedric County in bonus, so this is 2. Owen Carlson nails it. His first free throw attempt. He missed 2 last week. Lost Briggsdale. One more to put his team back in front. No good, but Dilly the rebound. Dilly gets it up and makes it.
There again, don't get a box out on the free throw, and big putback from Dilly.
South Platte across, Richmond corner to Moorhead, back out, Richmond swing right, Richard's open, takes a three, no good. Rebound Jackson Carlson. Don't move ahead. Southpack, good job getting their defense in place. Back it goes to Dilly. Glances at the bench. Gets a play from Coach Collins. Now Dilly moves in. Jump stop and back out. On the travel. I don't think it was. Just a big hop.
It's that big hop that Euro hop they want to call it.
Here's Carlson to Harns. Harns baseline, back out. Carlson just about triggered a three, but had a guy flying at him, so he thought better of it. Out to Jackson Carlson. Jackson twists around a couple of times. Comes to his right, looking for his brother. Gets it to him. Nolan's running. Broke it up. And underneath ball. Richmond and Billy going after it. Traveling on Dilly. And Dilly upset about that.
I would be also.
Nobody had the ball.
Nobody had possession of it. And kind of taken. Well, there was. They called it right. The other official had the call.
Wow. Okay. So we're going down to that.
Yeah.
Working around Richard. Pass to Saltz on the wing. Keenan. Scoops it out. Richard drives in. Pass underneath. Picks up. Saltz. Maneuvers around. Goes up. Got fouled. Good job there. Not trying to rush anything. He's strong enough. He can get bumped a little bit. Not lose his spot. He got the shot up. Got fouled.
Both on Caden Harns. Actually, Billy had the block. Harns needed to stay straight on that one. Again, good hustle from Saltz.
Free throw, misses everything. Still two and a half to go. 29. Cedric County. Saltz has one more coming his way.
Who has shooter and box out or can
on the way, in and out. Dilly the rebound. Cedric County up by two. They don't need to hurry at all. Nolan Carlson. Between the circles. Gonna work it up and down. Right. Looks for a seat. Goes in on Saltz. Goes up strong. Dilly up and in.
13th rebound and a big putback.
4-point lead. Cedric County was down to two. Spin around. Up. No good. Rebound. Carlson and Parker, but overshot him. Parker jumped a little early too. That was pretty high.
One of those freshman mistakes. He got outside and throw and just inexperience all the way around.
Richmond will throw down. 57 line game. Cedric County up. Richards crosses back. Keenan works quickly to his right. Right on the wrist. Goes up for three. Air ball. Naylor after, but the ball hit the end line. And it will go to Cedric County with a minute 14 remaining.
Moves breaks your ankles. Exactly. That's a Nolan Carlson, good defender, and he broke Nolan down.
Levi Dilly in her front court. And 36 left. Cedric County be pretty quick, I imagine. Left side Carlson. They're in no hurry here. They'll take a freebie, but I think they're just going to try to let the air out of the ball here. And makes out coming fouling. Dilly jumps pass over to Carlson. He's clearly not looking to score.
Good decision.
Out Leachman. Minute 10 left. They're going to have to foul him, I think. And Levi Dilly out front. He's going to go in. He's going to try to score. He goes up against Saltz. Be a block. On Saltz. Now the official call on the others.
He's kind of the one that we've been questioning. So it's a little bit of a curious call. I think they're probably going to call a charge when they finally get down to it. Oh no! They're actually going to call. They're going to call the block on Saltz.
On Naylor. A block on Naylor. His third. 17 foul. So is this 1 and 1? 1 and 1? 2 or 2? 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Didn't matter. Nails it. Nails it. Gets the second. This would make it a 6-point advantage. Up. No. Carlson tipped it away. Richmond gets to it. So it's 34-29. Now ball kicked. Out. Off of. Who was it off?
It's off of Cedric County.
Timeout, South Platte. So the Blue Knights will talk it over. 58.7 seconds left. They're down by 5. We're coming back at 30.
Wagon Wheel, Conoco, and Gifts in Julesburg has great gift ideas for any occasion. Stop in and look around at their gift store. Wagon Wheel, Conoco, and Gifts off I-76 in Julesburg.
Our energy efficiency products program issues rebates to customers on heat pumps, irrigation motors, VSDs, outdoor power equipment, electric vehicle chargers, and Energy Star appliances. Call us or visit wheatbelt.com for more information. Wheatbelt Public Power District, your touchstone energy member.
63.
Well, you're closer than I thought.
Welcome back to Revere High School and Ovid. We have just under a minute left. 5-point lead for Cedric County. South Platte throws in. Naylor gets it to Keenan. Coming to his left. Great job. Step, got it, goes in, drives it short. Rebound Park. Parker to Dilly. Dilly runs away from the hoop. Naylor goes after him and fouls him.
What a great defensive play by Carlson. Correct hand on that flick, so we wouldn't foul. Was able to get the turnover.
And Dilly will go to the line. The foul whistle against Keenan. His second. Dilly with big fourth quarter adds to it. Rattles a free throw. Gives him 10 in the quarter. 22 game high points. And the next one up. And he hits them both. 36-29. 43 seconds to go. South Platte can't waste a lot of time getting shot up. Keenan hands it off to Richmond to screen. And now moving screen on Keenan.
Tried to hand off. He threw his hip into Carlson, which kind of got the end of that part. But that should be a player control foul. So it should not be a foul.
Right. Yeah. It's an offensive foul and should not send him to the line. But actually, Cedric County's okay with that. Chance to take more time on. Leading by 36 seconds remaining. South Platte starts chopping away. Those free throws. Lob into Carlson. He's going to stay in the back court. Might as well use up some of the 10 seconds. Now he twists across. Platte has for foul. I'm surprised Aaron Hacken. Jackson Carlson. Still dribbling. 21 on Carlson. Now he starts chasing. Jackson Carlson who jumped because he had Richmond up on him. And he jumped, but didn't pass. Came down with it. That's traveling. But there's just 16.7 seconds left, so it's
time
to be irrelevant.
Decided to kind of get away with that. Good learning experience for him.
Richmond will inbound to Keenan. Keenan will race right side. Penetrate. Looking to get out of Richmond. Great defense. Carlson now Richmond will shoot and miss. Cedric County is going to win this ball game. Jackson Carlson tied up. And that will give it to South Platte. But there's just 3.1 seconds remaining. Looking in is Richmond fires it up. No good. And the ball comes to Dilly, time runs out. And Cedric County has a hard-fought 36-29 win over South Platte tonight. We'll take a one-minute break and run some stats. Try to get somebody from the Cougars up here to visit with us after this. 1 minute timeout on 106.5 radio.
Do you have a passion for athletics? Are you a former high school or college athlete looking for ways to stay involved? The Nebraska School Activities Association is asking you to grab a whistle. Officials are needed in every high school activity and are essential to the future of the game. Visit nsaahome.org for more information. Grab a whistle.